Hey guys, it's Archie Luxury, and you're live on the Archie Luxury live stream channel. Let's get the party started. Let's get the party started. Let's run the cheesy intro. Cheesy intro. Hey guys, what's going on?
Hey Archie.
It's been a stream madness.
Stream madness. So what should I do now? Plastic, now that you drove Bear away and my channel's about to collapse, what do I do now? Can I ask you that?
Double down. Who else can we drive away? Lux. Are you ready to go?
After me. Yeah, I'm out. Fuck this shit. I'm out.
Yeah, I just want it to be you and me, Arch. Just me and you streaming for 10 minutes a day. Must be time.
Mission complete.
Because you've kind of done that, haven't you? You've kind of destroyed my YouTube business.
Yeah, it's all me, mate. I destroyed it. Yeah.
Show us that swimming pool. I want to jump into that swimming pool.
That's why you don't mix your friends, mate. You know, you don't mix them. Me and Sol get together and we plot your downfall, Archie. That's what we do, mate. We try to ruin your channel.
Who's that? Who?
Your video today on Archie Luxury. Me and Sol get together and we plotted to wreck your channel. Was that about us or was that about Pan and Bear?
When was this? When was this?
Your Archie Luxury upload. Don't mix your friends.
That's don't mix friends. Yeah, that's right.
Is that about me and Sol or Bear and Tan or Suckerhorn and ER? Who's it?
It means if I've got friends.
Yep.
You told me that story. Don't mix your friends. Remember, you told me that. And then I was stupid enough to introduce you to Sov, who became your bestie.
Listen, I've got screenshots. Tan said he got the narrative when I was making the story. He's all in on it. He's all knew it was drama. Bear got butthurt. You brought me back, okay? Tan's got a message in the chat saying he was all over it. Management knew what was going on with that story. I've got the screenshot. I'll send it to you. Mate, you're blaming me for Bear leaving. You brought me back. It's not right to blame me, Archie. All right? You can't blame me for Bear leaving. Bear left on his payday. He just didn't want to be around, mate.
Talking about payday, you got a super chat.
You can't blame me for that, Archie.
Super chat. Absolute bore. $2. Loudmouth and Napkin King.
No, Napkin Gate.
Sorry, Loudmouth and Napkin
Because
Gate.
I knew when you cancelled lunch tomorrow, you were going to start something tonight. I knew it.
No,
I absolutely knew it.
I'll be honest with you. Look, I'm just being funny with you. I don't actually blame you for this shit. It was just kind of drama that happened. Look, I'll be honest with you, Plastic. I really need some guys at the moment, okay? You're my friend. I really need some friendship at the moment.
Am I your friend?
Got JJ on the streams on Watch Nicholas saying that he spoke to you more than once, and you've told him that unless you let me on the stream, I come around and beat you up. What fucking bullshit is this?
No, come on. Let's not go down this stupid road, okay? You know as well as I do.
But that's what.
Okay, look, let's just stop. Let's just stop. Take it. Look, just stop for a minute. 1 minute, please stop. Let's face it, right? You know as well as I do. Come on, let's be honest here, right?
JJ's trolling. I get it. JJ's trolling. I get it.
You know, one thing I've learned, I can't keep track of all this shit. It moves so fast. And if I can't keep track of it and Plastic can't keep track of it, do you think Archie can keep track of it?
It's evolved, Archie. This whole thing has evolved beyond anything that I've ever seen with the drama and the bullshit in the streams. It's gone to another level.
What's that?
I think the whole constant storylines, narratives, analysing, clipping. I think for you, getting back with Timely, doing good structured shows, having a bit of a chit chat. I think it's a good idea. I think long term, it's a great idea. It just takes away all that bullshit, you know, because it just gets hard to play those games, you know.
No, it does. It does take it. It takes it. It actually gets very fucking hard because the problem is,
and it is bullshit. It's complete nonsense at the end of the day.
Yeah, look, we've all played this game for a long time, and we've all had fun with it. And it's just honestly, it's just hard to carry on. What storyline next? It's almost
positivity.
Like it's positivity and
look. Let me say this to you, okay? I really need some good friends at the moment. There, I think Timely's doing a great job. To be honest with you, I think he's doing a good job. We got some more serious. This drama, you know. I'll be honest. By the way, did you know I had acupuncture today?
How'd it go? Go right?
Actually, it's kind of they look. It's just a look. You guys would laugh at me and say this is fucking bullshit, right? Voodoo bullshit, right? But let me just tell you this, okay? It makes me feel better, okay? Just let me...
So tell us from the beginning what happened. So you walked in. Did you have a discussion beforehand or just went straight into the acupuncture?
We went straight... Look, I had an assessment first, and I got to be honest with you, okay? This stuff...
Did you feel the needles going into your back? Do you feel them?
No, you don't. You don't feel anything. It's actually quite clever how it's done.
Any oil beforehand?
No, look. I'll be honest with you. I'm just looking at some alternative medicines because I'm just feeling so stressed out with a few.
Just
things,
remember,
okay?
You're still doing well. Like you're still doing well. You got your donations. You got your super chats. You're still making good money. So you know, don't worry too much.
Not necessarily. to be honest with you, it has come back a lot. Okay.
Yeah, but you can't make $1,000 a day every fucking day, right?
You can't. And even some days when you had a full panel and stars, you were making $200. I remember. It's not always going to be the best days, mate. You just got to grind it out. Grind it out.
Yeah. Yeah. Take it to the street.
Take it to the street. Enjoy your time on the show. And
Talk about super chat. Make sure the super chat button's on.
Look, I got to tell you, in all honesty, I think you're right. It can't always be fucking super days, can it? You know what I mean? That's just not possible, right?
Yeah.
And
it can't keep going on forever. It can't, okay, so let's say the average is a $200.
By the way, the dungeon self-imploded. The dungeon has self-imploded.
Well, it had a few, it's got a few issues there. There's a few guys there who feel like they're put under a bit of pressure to perform and obligated, and that's the worst. Oh, just the word obligations come up a few times. I've been watching all the streams. When people start to feel like they're
obligated, who's obligated?
Well, I'm not going to go into details, mate, but the players, when people start to feel like they're being obligated to go on shows or light shows up, or if they feel like they're in trouble because they made a comment to someone like Suckerhorn, then they get hurt. They don't want to run a show. You can't force them to run a show. What you do in that case, mate, is you go and you run a show yourself. You say, look, I'm going to be on for an hour. Someone wants to come and join me. Come and join me. That's what you have to do. You have to sort of roll with the punches.
Yeah, I'm gonna start that. I had to go to an acupuncture appointment today.
Exactly. But you should block out around the end of your show, block out an hour to 2 hours where you can fire up the dungeon, see who wants to come on, and if someone comes on, you've got the keys shut down.
With the acupuncture, that would have been amazing. Watch Archie get acupuncture.
What's to say that again?
Should have done a Gonzo stream of acupuncture.
No, but I can't. They're not going to let you fucking do that. They're not going to let you do that. You get thrown out of the clinic. You get thrown out of the clinic for that stuff. You know what I mean?
I know. Super chat, by the way.
Yeah, that's almost invasion of privacy.
Here we go. Stud Muffin, $2. Enough negative for 1 week. You're doing great. Oh, my God. That fucking felt good. Fuck me dead, Stud Muffin. Fuck, that felt good. I tell you what, that actually felt really good.
Positivity.
Oh, my God.
Archie, because I'm on the reduced rate, the reduced special, I can only be on for another 15 minutes, man. Then I've got to jump off, okay?
No. I got to tell you, Plastic, I just want to say to you, man, jokes aside, I do need some good friends at the moment, okay? Can you step into those shoes for me?
I can on this very part-time basis, but as you know...
I just want you to be a friend. I want you to be a friend,
okay? I'm always a friend, mate.
I don't want you to... Marshmallow safe, stuff like that. That's
no, mate, I'm always a friend, man. Always a friend for you.
Because I'll be honest with you, I've actually had I don't like rough and tumble. You understand? I've had my fucking stuffing kicked out of me.
You got
right? Stuffing stuffers.
Talking about positivity, right? I want to apologize to Plastic for a week or so ago. The couple of digs that I sent to Plastic before when we had our little issues.
No, I want to apologise for saying I wanted to rip your arsehole through your throat. I want to apologise for that as well, okay? I'm sorry about that.
No, cool.
Peace, brother.
Peace and love. Seriously.
Yeah, 100%. I don't hold any grudges to anyone. I actually...
Hello? He's got a very bad connection there. Hello?
Yeah, I think it is.
Hello.
Hello, man.
Are you there? Super chat, Sirocco Sales.
Sirocco Sales, $2. Invasion of his own privacy. Here we go.
Super chat.
We need people to jump on the panel there. I'm going to send a invite to Sirocco Sales. He wanted his own invite. KC Aquatics. Let's get him an invite.
Thank you for the super chat, Sirocco.
Sorry?
I was just saying thank you, Sirocco, for the super chat.
Yes, thank you so much, man. You're a really kind guy. I'll just send another one here, Super chat here. Yeah, it's going to be very tough at the moment. Okay, I am sorry, guys. It is tough. Do you think I've scared all the people from coming on my stream?
I should have better connection now, guys. I just stepped into the parlor.
Okay. What kind of parlor?
Hang on, I'll put the light on. It's just a little office we got at the front of the house. Cookie cutter.
What color's the light? Red light? Blue light?
Don't tell me the light's not working. Hang on, maybe I've got to change the bulb.
Okay. Plastic. He's a good guy. Dodger. He's Dodger. He's cool.
I miss Dodger. So we got 94 people watching at the moment. If you want to join in, just click on the links. If you want to have a chit chat with Archie.
Is there anyone I should ban? Can I ask you that? Is there anyone I should be banning? Oh, Plastic Freak's back. It's another Plastic Freak. Hello.
Hello, this is the parlor. Oh, hang on.
Cookie cutter. Is this Cookie Cutter Parlor?
Cookie cutter parlor. See?
Where's the tissue?
And there's the vacuum. Remember Clive's vacuum?
Yes.
It's here now.
Oh, here we go. Super chat from Stud Muffin, $2. Maybe do a staycation in Brisbane. It might help.
Archie, that night I had in the Brisbane casino. This is what we had, right?
Too expensive.
No, it was $380. $380 for me and the missus combined.
Fuck me dead. $380.
We could go to
But that included lots of vouchers for dinner, drinks vouchers, and also included parking, and also full hot breakfast, a la carte. It was really good.
You're gonna have a week in Bangladesh.
Rocco Sales, how are you?
I'm drowned. I'm coughing up blood and water, and I'm drowning. And I drown.
Okay, Curly
Rocco,
and
Rocco, swim to the light. Rocco, swim to the light.
There's no lights. There's only stars. I can see stars.
Swim to the parlor light.
Super chat.
Okay.
Nelson
Here we go.
Oliveira.
We got a super chat from Nelson Oliveira, $10. Art, sometimes it's group hugs and sometimes it's rumble and tumble. Roll with punches for entertainment. Dollars. So Rocco, Dodger,
Archie,
Narc, and Curly have left.
Dodgy's here. Dodger's here. I didn't even see Dodger.
They have left.
I got the call, Archie. I got the call.
Got the call. He got the
Are any
call.
of
You
you
guys
guys
got the call the
interested
same
in-
as I got the call.
Are you any of you guys interested in starting up a dungeon one day?
Negative.
Arch.
No pressure. No
You
pressure.
weren't listening the other day when JR was trying to tell you that you'll sort of try and get things going again. I mean, obviously Scirocco's not coming back, and I was going to try and reach out to JR and just see, if he'll sort of head it up or something, and get it rocking. Open to all. Everybody's welcome. Curly, Narc, all the guys. Angelic. I wish I could just be able to have a chat to Angelic. Obviously, I'm no talent.
Angelic's in the chat right now. Angelic.
I'm just going to open it up, and for everybody, the keys are there for anybody who wants it.
Angelic's in the chat. Why don't Angelic's got the keys? Isn't Angelic? Why didn't he jump on and say good day?
Angelic, come on, man, please.
Look, he was on earlier with the other guys, just having a quick chat, and he sounds very tired. And
he's right.
I don't think he sounds very, very exhausted.
Archie, I don't think Curly and Narc have left. Like Angelic's saying,
they haven't left.
They've had a lot of pressure on them. Unlike me, it was like Scirocco. We just sort of went on. We didn't do any preparation.
Archie, can I say one thing, Dodger? I agree with you, but what Curly and Narc have become is like 70s porno performers, but not performing on the film, but live performers on stage. That's the problem. And when they got on the big stage on the dungeon, they were falling flat and they were becoming like they couldn't get it up. So they've gone out to find their mojo. They've gone to a few seedy bars to do a few little performances.
Yeah, sure.
Starting to get their erections again. They're starting to get their mojo back.
What's Nicholas done to me? Can I ask you that?
What's that?
What has Watch Nicholas done to me? Can I ask you that?
Oh, he's just hurt because Windbag and Three Hander were brought back into the fold by ER the other day, and he blames them for demonetizing his channel. That's
I'm going to butt in there because after the other day, I believe I even got fucking blamed for that as well. And I
Yeah,
didn't even
me.
know
Yeah,
all about
yeah.
it. And Dodger as well.
Yeah, Sirocco, I don't know what that was all about, mate. But that,
Super chat from Stud Muffin.
Stud Muffin super chat. Stud Muffin $2. If people leave, let them if people leave, let them leave. Alleviate stress.
it's always been that way, Archie. People come and go all the time, mate.
Super chat. Time to unwind. Super chat.
Yeah, time to unwind. £1.80. Arch. I dreamt a Millie Cyrus's love oyster.
Lucky man. What a dream to have.
That's lucky.
Can we go back to that
fantastic fucking
super
dream.
chat?
I used to have a nightmare.
Sorry?
Can we go back to Stud Muffin super chat for a second?
Yes, Stud Muffin.
Yeah.
So he makes a valid point, and I think it's like this: no pressure. We should not put any pressure on anyone that's a panelist. If they want to come in, they come. If they don't want to come in, they don't come in.
But people feel the pressure. Like that's what I'm saying. There may not be any pressure put on, but people start to feel a bit obligated. Like at the moment, I've come on almost every day. Thing is, it's tearing me away from things I need to do. Okay, so I'm probably going to have to have a couple of nights off. Okay, because it is hard just to do it, even time wise. And I've always said that, you know.
Yeah, it's Curly and Nark. Yeah, exactly. Plastic Curly and Nark put a lot of time in, you know, creating scripts, doing stuff in the background. You know, Shirok and I never put that pressure on ourselves. It's all come to a head.
We didn't bother.
We
We
responsible
just
for the channel.
ad-libbed everything. Everything was ad-libbed.
Yeah.
And I think the best
we didn't do any work. We didn't do any hard work. They did. And, you know, if anyone wants to space, go out and enjoy themselves. But look. I think the thing is, have a dungeon there. If the guys want to come back, and I don't agree with Crappy if people are left. If people come and go, you know, if they go, and they're more than welcome back. You know, anytime. There's no loyalty. I don't believe in loyalty testing anybody.
Exactly.
You know, being not a curly bear. You know, I've already. Not this worth anything from me, but you know, I've said, Bear, please come back. But you ain't gonna listen to me. You don't like me. But
absolute
bore. I don't dislike the point, but I don't think it should be on the show. You know,
Dodger. Let me just say, absolute bore. Dodger always performs under pressure. Where's Mrs. Dodger?
Absolutely, this is the time. This is the time to perform and just say, look, guys. There are issues, and I'm sure as men they can be resolved in the end. But you know, somewhere like the dungeon, I know I have to keep talking about neutrality. Look, it's just a space, man. You know, I'll see. I'll reach out to JL. We'll see what we can do. You know, no way I can be headed. It'll no longer be a Boomer show. It can never go back to that.
Can I make one suggestion to Archie?
Yeah, sure.
I caught some of the Rich Buddy and Bud the Stud stream today, and it was very good. It was very good. It's a hidden gem. And I followed Bud over. He went over and had a chat to Curly on stream. Bit of a blow up there, but it was very entertaining. Those guys, if you could reach out to Bud and the Rich Buddy, maybe get them dropping in, saying hello. It'll help his channel. It'll help your channel. Those are good old school guys.
Rich is a good guy. I like Rich.
Rich and Bud. It would be cool to get those.
A couple of times. Bud's a nice guy.
So there's people there, Archie, that are big supporters of yours. Bud's a big supporter, and TW was on today. He was very good on Watch Nicholas, so he's very supportive. And these guys are there, mate.
We're back to fucking Watch Nicholas. Can we stop talking about this fucking clown who's been attacking Archie? And
you got to watch.
I saw a screen. Sorry, Plastic. I saw a screenshot where he just said, you know, it was the best fucking thing ever that he banned Archie from his show the other day.
Oh, I didn't agree with that, mate. And I'm not putting a loyalty test on anyone. I'm just saying, if I'm there watching these guys, I'm saying some of these guys are also big supporters of Archie, and they made it clear on the Watch Nicholas show. And I was right behind him in the chat, and I'm right behind him now. And I'm just suggesting to Archie, if he reaches out to those guys, maybe some of them will come on as well.
I'm just looking at the TV, and there's Q&A on. I know I've got it on mute, but there was a guy in the audience, and he's wearing a Seamaster 300.
You got good eyes, Sirocco.
You could see it in the background because they focused on the guy in front, and he had a Seamaster 300 with a white dial black bezel. It's kind of interesting because it's the one I like.
I've got to go, mate. I've got to go. Thanks for having me on, fellas.
Sorry about lunch tomorrow. Plastic. Sorry about lunch tomorrow. My son's actually starting TAFE. He does TAFE and high school.
Archie, you don't have to apologise for anything, mate. I understand, Arch.
No, I'll take it. I'm happy to shout your lunch. Just you let me know, and I'm more than happy to do it. Mentally, I'm just been a little bit fucked, but you know what? I'd love to.
Yeah, we've all got, and that's the thing, mate. Even us volunteers, we've got a lot in our lives, a lot in our plates, and this is where it all comes into play, man. You know, and you got to understand that all of us have a few things going on. So I'll bid you guys good night, and I'll catch up with you on the streams. See you guys.
See you, Plastic. Take it easy, bud.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Pastor. Just to respond to Crappy Luxury comment, because I think it's very important. I'll bring it up on the screen just for a second.
Sure. Archie Luxury live stream. The people who have left are not to be let back in.
I think that is wrong because I've left. Many people have left.
And people haven't necessarily left. I don't believe Curdy's left. I don't believe Bear's left. You know, I don't believe Tan's left. You know, the doors are there. There's no testing. There's been a bit of a spat, that's all.
So, anyway. So, what's happening, Sirocco and Dodger? What's happening in your guys' worlds?
I'm just hanging on to an upturned boat.
You know, how many days?
Snowing here. Can't go out. It's nasty, snowing and wet. It's wet snow as well. It's melting and snowing at the same time. Ugh.
You know, talking about snow, do you know it was snowing in Ibiza today or yesterday or a couple of days ago?
Yeah, I think it's just come over here now, actually. It's that nasty wet stuff. I really hate it.
Archie,
they say in Norway they have, 100 words for different types of snow. I can believe it. This is shite snow. It's not proper snow. I like proper snow.
Archie, do you know about Ibiza?
Ibiza. That's the resort that's a bit of a hedonistic pleasure trap, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's in the south
sort of, maybe.
The Middle East. Where is it? Near Greece or somewhere, isn't it?
Near Spain.
Yeah, Spain. Yeah. Mrs. Dodger dragged me over there once. For it's worth going.
I bet you went kicking and screaming, Dodger.
I did, yeah. But it's cool, you know. If you get the right hotel with the balcony late at night, you get to see all sorts of shenanigans. Wow.
Minus 15 degrees Celsius in Ibiza. Isn't Ibiza normally like a tropical paradise?
Well, not quite tropical, but it's normally warm, yeah.
It's minus 15.
Pretty unusual.
Yeah.
Fuck.
That's I've never known
that.
Never known that in that part of the world. Fucking hell.
There you go.
The seals start freezing.
Party Island Ibiza is covered in snow as temperatures in Spain tumble as low as minus 15.
Okay, maybe on the mainland. Maybe not.
Yeah, not Ibiza. It's right
I got friends who are kind of on the coast of Spain, sort of east of Ibiza, and they would have said something on Facebook about how cold.
Well, you can see the snow here. This is on Ibiza.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah.
The sea there's still going to be about 15 degrees.
Yeah, we've got currently, just to put things in perspective, where I am is currently 27 degrees.
Can I just tell you something?
For the temperature.
You know, people who were on the Titanic when the Titanic went down, some of them actually survived, like they were in the water and they didn't go down with the ship. A lot of people went down because when the ship goes down, it'll suck you down, right?
Yeah.
But a lot of people did actually manage to stay on the water, right? They could stay in the water, right?
Yeah.
But what the problem is, because the temperature was 0 or 1 degree, you know how long you last in 1 degree before you...
Oh, in 1 degree, you'll last a little while, but not very long.
About 15 to 20 minutes. 15 to 20 minutes.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking cold. But the Titanic, didn't they have a ship nearby that came to the rescue? I can't remember. I might be thinking of another shipwreck.
Yes, but a lot of people on the lifeboats, they fucked off quick because they were scared of being sucked in by the ship going down. You know, if the ship goes down, it'll suck things down, won't it?
Yeah.
How far away do you have to be from it? Can I ask you that?
I really don't know. You got a super chat from Stud Muffin.
Stud Muffin, $2. Hotel rates in Hanoi dropped 17%. A good sale, boys.
Why has it dropped 17%?
No idea.
No one's traveling at the moment. It's a really weird thing. People, well, it's still fucking expensive to fly.
It's fucking expensive to fly. It is ridiculous.
No one's traveling. You should go to Thailand. It's fucking rammed of tourists. It's absolutely rammed.
I've got friends of I've known for fucking hell nearly 50 years who are currently in Thailand. I can't remember exactly where they are. They've been posting up photos on Facebook. But the problem is, I think flights from Europe are, and it historically is a fact anyway, trying to get out of Australia to go somewhere is fucking expensive.
Yeah, it's double the price. Right now, it's double the price.
Yeah.
I'm just having a look. Let me go on Webjet. I'm going to go on Webjet now, guys. I'm just going to show you how fucking terrible it is. So if we go from BNE and say I want to go to Bangkok.
Yep.
BKK.
Yep.
Okay. Select a date. So my Google money, February. I've already spent this month's paying some things off. So say I left on the 25th and I came back. I left on the 25th. Came back on the 4th. That's a week. Let me see what flights I've got there. I'm going to show you the screen just so you people. Realize how expensive how expensive it is from Brisbane to fly there. Okay, here we go. Now this is one way. These ticket prices, that's not return. That's a one way.
Yeah.
So Shitstar.
And that's economy. That's economy.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Of course it's economy. What do you think I fly? Jesus Christ.
Well, Archie, a man of your means should be traveling. No,
a man of my means is lucky not to be on a boat, okay? Let's be realistic. This one here. Okay, we got one here for $6.75, right? But that's only one way. Then the matchup, this is the matchup fare.
Then you have to come back.
Shit, look at that, but this is the matchup. Look. This is we have hidden paired flights. Look at this. So what I'm saying to you is, do you understand? This is so expensive, right? So if I want to go to Bangkok, you're looking at $1,500, $2,000, right?
Hey, do you remember
paired flight 2,000 for a fucking paired? Okay, Qantas has got $1,000 flight.
Do you remember, Archie, when I went to Bali back in June last year?
Yes.
I flew economy, Brisbane to fucking Denpasar.
Yes.
At a hotel. Do you know what that cost me for a week?
What's that?
$3,800.
Okay, it's with the hotel.
That was with the hotel, and I was only gone for 6 days. That was fucking expensive for 6 fucking days flying economy. It was fucking Jetstar there and Virgin back.
Fuck.
$3,800 fucking dollars. It was just ridiculous. Fucking crazy money.
I'm looking at the flights right now from Brisbane. It's ridiculous. I mean, ridiculous in the sense of how many hours. It takes 30 fucking hours to get from.
No, that's because it's not from Brisbane. It's got to go to fucking Melbourne. You got to go to Melbourne.
Oh fuck! Melbourne. There must be direct. There are direct flights.
No, Brisbane. No, there's not. No.
Oh, there is.
Why would you do it?
Gotta be.
Okay, so I'll tell you. So basically, okay, so there's okay, so this is not a bad one here. There's a Qantas. Fuck me dead. 5 a.m. Fuck me dead.
Okay, fuck off the Qantas. Fuck off Webjet, and just go direct to Virgin Australia.
Yeah,
and bring up the Virgin Australia website, because fucking Webjet is Qantas anyway.
Is it?
There's no Virgin flights. I believe so. Yeah, I've never used it. So just go straight to fucking Virgin Australia, and just as do an exercise, and see what the Virgin for the same dates what Virgin Australia are.
It's the 25th.
Roland Travel Channel says, Archie, you can do a round trip for $600 Brisbane to Bangkok. Send us the link.
$600 and then that's going to be about $1,100.
So BNE and say BKK.
Yep, to BKK.
No, this is Bangkok. That's Virgin Australia. That's no good. I got to do Virgin
Well,
Australia.
Virgin Australia. Yeah.
Let's have a look. Brisbane. Here we go. Just
Brisbane,
having a look
Bangkok.
now.
So the 25th to the 4th, or whatever it was.
So I want to leave on the 25th, and I come back on the 4th. Okay.
You know the problem as well. You're leaving on a Saturday. A Saturday is normally weekend flights are very expensive.
Yeah.
Are they?
You're better to get.
I'll leave on a Friday
during the week. If you leave during the week and have a weekend in the middle of it all, it usually works out better.
Okay.
The Undertaker says Virgin don't go to Bangers. I don't know.
No, they don't. There we go. No Virgin Australia flights found. There you go. Boom, boom.
Okay.
There you go. Okay. Yeah,
so
fucks
all
that
you've
idea.
got now is who the fuck? Fucking hell.
Remove the Virgin Australia.
Okay, the Undertaker. Your best bet, Singapore Airlines. Try that. But then you've got to go through Singapore. There must be a direct flight that's not Qantas. Or even just go direct Qantas and just see what Qantas says. Thai Airlines. There you go. Trooper says Thai Airlines, of course. Fuck me. How stupid am I? Don't answer that.
Thai expensive. Thai's expensive.
Well, it's not that good as well.
Yeah, but at least they go direct.
Oh, but it's not even from.
I tell you what.
I tell you what. I don't even think I want to go to Thailand now. You know what I want to go?
Malaysia.
Let's look at this. Yeah, KL. What's Malaysia? What's code for Malaysia?
Kuala Lumpur.
Kuala fucking Lumpur. KFL.
Super
chat from Mr. GMT.
Kuala fucking Lumpur. Let me get the super chat. Super chat from Mr. Sexy. We got Roland here. Hey, Roland, how are you?
Yeah, doing good. Just quickly wanted to hop on to show you. If you go on Google Flights, you can get it for way cheaper.
Just 1 minute there. Mr. GMT is saying to me, $5 coming to Darwin is like flying overseas. It's so expensive. Yes, it is. So what do you suggest? What are you saying to me then? So I'm just going to do a flight check. So if I was going to leave, I'd probably leave, say, on the Monday, and I'd come back. Oh fuck! What's that? A Wednesday? Can I just see what? Let's just have a look.
Can you leave on a Thursday and come back on the Tuesday or something? Or
I'm leaving on a Wednesday, coming back on a Wednesday. Okay, let's have a look at this. So I'm just having a look.
The cheapest flight that I found is 1,200.
Fuck! Look at this. Look at these flights. 1,900. And there's Malindo Air. Have you ever flown Malindo Air?
Never heard of them.
That's the fuckers who lost the plane. The plane went missing. Okay.
Yeah, I've flown them.
That's okay. Malindo's okay.
Do you only want to direct
You don't want to go missing, Archie. Fucking hell. What's the world going to do if you go missing?
Okay, so 400. So I can actually Malindo Air. Look, you know what? Okay, I'm gonna think about it. Okay, because I just been a bit down lately.
But Arch, do you only want a direct flight, or are you
Roland? Okay? So what do you recommend, Roland, for direct flights? What is it?
Yeah, I was saying
Google Flights.
Is
that right? It's called Google Flights.
But do you only want a direct flight though, or?
No, I want cheap flight. I like cheap.
Well, you don't. If you go direct, it's 7 hours. If you go fucking via this and via that, it's 10, 12, and
Yeah, okay.
You're only going for a week. You know what I mean?
I found a flight like a round trip for just 17,000 baht, so that's like $500. $500.
US.
Archie. I found Brisbane to Kuala Lumpur return ticket with that airline. What you just said. What's that?
Malindo.
Yeah. In Aussie dollars.
Who operate that? Because
Aussie dollars return 1,000 Aussie dollars.
Who operates what they call Malindo? They don't fly into Brisbane.
Yes, they do.
Someone else. They must be on Qantas or something because. It's not an airline I've ever heard of.
It's actually part of Malaysian Air, I think.
Yeah, I found a Malaysian Air flight too for for 16,000 baht, so that's like 500 US. Here, maybe I can send you.
Absolute balls just made me laugh. TAA.
Yes, TAA.
When did they go broke?
No, they became Australian Airlines, then they became Qantas.
Yeah. Okay.
Is 1,000 Aussie okay? Return Kuala
1,000
Lumpur.
Aussie back, a return isn't bad. I've got to say that. Yeah.
Ansett, missed them. Strider says Ansett.
Yeah.
I never minded Ansett. Did you like Ansett?
I never flew them.
Oh, you never flew Ansett?
No.
You remember? I remember flying to Sydney East-West. Remember East-West?
Oh God, that's way before my time in Australia.
And
remember, I've only been here.
Listen to this.
You know,
I flew to
30
Sydney
years.
with East-West. It was a fucker friendship, right?
Yep.
And it took 6.5 hours.
Fuck. What do you have to wind up the elastic band or something?
6.5 hours. Can you believe that or not?
Yeah. That's crazy stuff. Absolute Bull said Compass. They didn't last very long, did they? And Jellic says about Bob Ansett, but Bob Ansett was the son, and he ended up going broke because he was budget high cars or something. And he went. NATO, I've been here. NATO, I've been here since 1988. So whatever, that's 34 years. Super chat MX5.
Hey, guys, out of interest, what that round trip that was just put in a private chat? What prices were you coming up with? Because I've just done it in Polonian, in Polish money, so I've looked.
Just 1 minute there. Hop on a container ship, Arch. MX5 NC.
I was going to say that.
I'll be honest with you. I think I might just slow down a bit.
I'm just reading the chat where NATO said only 30 years for Rocco, and I said, well, maybe 34, and he said, he was born in 89. I mean, fuck off, please. Stop it. Fucking funny. Thanks, NATO. Thanks for making
Do you remember the Fokker
young.
friendships? Do you remember the Fokker friendships?
I remember the Sopwith Camel. You don't know the Sopwith Camel, do you?
Just got
that. Do you know the Sopwith Camel?
Yeah, I do. I just realised what you're talking about. Yeah, it's a World War I aircraft.
World War I.
Hey, but seriously, guys, what was that price, Roland, that you came up with? That flight you put in comments. What was that in your money, in Australian dollars, for you?
It's 16,000 baht, so I guess that's around 500 US, so maybe 700 Australian.
Yeah, I'm getting the same from Poland. Yeah,
900.
600 bucks from Poland. Yeah. That's good value.
Yeah,
that's probably you're probably not going to beat that. I just worry who that airline is. I've never heard of them.
It's Malaysian Airlines.
It's probably the Sopwith Camel.
As long as he gets there.
I think it might have been. Your baggage comes on the Sopwith Camel behind.
Yes. It's I gotta tell you, man, there's some AV. Look, I tell you what, I just gotta get my mojo back. The channel, how is the channel going? What do you think is happening with the channel? Can I ask you honestly, what's happening there?
I watched some of
who are these girls here? Who are these girls? Can they
Hooters Air. We need to put Archie on Hooters Air.
Hooters Air.
Can you imagine that? That'd be fucking amazing. Hooters Air.
That'd be fantastic. I'd be quite happy there.
But they went bankrupt.
Imagine being business class on Hooters Air.
They don't exist anymore, unfortunately.
They don't. Oh fuck. They never flew here anyway.
So there you go.
Yeah. I got to tell you something. What I think I might do is, I'm going to kind of see how the channel works out at the moment, the streaming. Do you think? What do you think, Sirocco? Can you give me your honest opinion?
I watched the show this morning. I didn't see all
What
of
did you
it.
think?
But
Just to be on, just tell me what you felt.
Well, I'm going to be honest. After you've read Stud Muffin's super chat,
Stud Muffin $2. It depends on where you go. Check Manila rates. Thank you.
Yep. Yeah. True too. Yeah. Check Philippines, Vietnam, all these places. I caught a bit of the show this morning. I didn't see all of it.
Go on.
But,
go on.
I think Timely's doing a fantastic fucking job, to be honest.
He is. He is doing a great job.
It was a good show, enjoyable watch talk, and NATO super chat.
NATO's $8. Hooters like rubber, Raybirds. Rubber. So
Thank you so much, NATO. I enjoyed it. Yeah, I think it's just a little flat. I don't know. It just needs a little bit of energy, a little bit more energy.
It's going back to the old format where there's watch talk and a bit of fun in between.
I agree.
But it's going to take a bit of time. It's such early days, isn't it? It's only been running for less than a week.
Yeah,
give it a chance.
A few days. I agree.
And we don't want to give him too much pressure.
But
yeah,
I just lost my fucking AirPod. Fuck me dead. Where's that gone? Put that back in my ear. Am I still here?
And he has been thrown into the deep end.
And you're still in the remnants of all the politics in the background, which isn't helping.
I think he did a good job.
They all quietened down. And
now, speaking of deep ends, I got some bad news to tell you. My good friend Lux has got to go to a funeral for a friend of his who's died. Okay.
Oh no.
So he's going to be away for a couple of days.
Okay.
Unless you need a break, you want to come on the stream to get over the pressure, Lux. You tell me, okay?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. At the moment, I don't know. I don't know what's happening.
No, that's cool, man. That's cool. So we'll just lock you off. So this is the last day. I'm just filling out your time sheet.
Hey, wait, don't block me off yet.
Yeah. Just write him in. If he doesn't show up tomorrow,
write me in. Don't write me out yet.
Yeah, write him in, and you can always go, no, he didn't show this day. With no swearing, and going, where the fuck were you? No, where the fuck were you?
No. It's quite okay. You're leaving tomorrow, aren't you?
I'm kidding.
No. I'm not leaving tomorrow. I'm not.
Yeah.
Well, oh shit. What I'm trying to. I really don't know what the fuck's going on at the moment. But tomorrow I'll be here, and then Wednesday I might not be here because I might be sleeping because I've got a 12-hour drive ahead of me.
Yeah. See you later, Toothless. Go fuck off.
Toothless is okay, Arch. We've got to stop this fucking... I've noticed something. Absolute Bull Super Chat, and then I'll come back to what I was about to say.
Absolute Ball. $2. $2. Ross would be a perfect fill-in host. Yes, sir. Tell me.
Yeah.
Sir.
Are
you ready for service, sir? Yes, sir. No, sir. Yes, sir.
I've just noticed there's been a bit too much censorship. There never used to be so much censorship, and now there's been a lot of censorship.
Okay, do you want to go through the list with me?
I don't need to go through the list, but Toothless is actually he's been pretty good, I think, in the chat.
Okay.
And sometimes people say fucking things which you don't like, but there's been a lot of censorship, and I sent a super chat last night saying exactly the same thing. People getting signed out for just silly fucking things. I don't know. Anyone else agree, or maybe I'm out of line?
Well, I don't know. I think Toothless been a bit naughty today.
Was he a bit naughty? I didn't even see the comment.
People know Archie's a bit sensitive at the moment, and sometimes you can take. Well,
there you go. Yeah, I mean, what you're paying,
Toothless is Toothless.
I mean, Jesus. Yeah, that was.
Archie's in a hard place.
No, that's yeah. And JL said Toothless is good, Archie. So one silly comment.
And he's sorry. There's another
Stud Muffin.
Stud Muffin. Need to get rid of toxic people for mental stress. Very good point there.
Yeah.
See, some of these people are quite... I got a fucking list of people who were banned. You know that?
I can imagine.
It's so long.
How many pages long is this list?
Oh, there's probably about 50 people in it. It's pretty.
Jeez.
Like they doxing. Toothless. I can't find Toothless. Oh, that's why.
No,
'cause Toothless,
JL just unbanned.
I know what
him. He
happened.
just
I
unblocked
didn't.
him, yeah.
Sorry.
JL just unblocked him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, actually,
There's
I think
something
I
can
blocked
do.
him.
I can go in.
I blocked
can go
him
into,
in the list.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
But on a serious note, regarding
Toothless says, "Thank you, Sirocco, for standing up for me, buddy. You're one of the good guys here." And Toothless JL was the one that actually unblocked you before I even said
There
anything.
you go. There you go.
There you go. Thank you very much.
on a serious note of people passing away, etc., you do realize how important health is. And, you know, this guy that passed away, he was only 40 years old.
Wow.
And he's been very sick for probably 15 years.
Wow.
Jesus.
He had to have blood transfusions every 2, 3, 4 days. Every few days he had to blood transfusions.
For 15 years.
Yeah, 13 to 15 years, about that.
Wow.
And he had liver problems.
Like last year or so, he's had the.
Yeah, it's gone really bad in the last year.
That means his
Sorry for your
kidneys
loss,
are fucked. His kidneys are fucked.
Yeah.
It's really.
Yeah, the blood. Yeah, it's really sad because he's a young guy. He's like 40, and you just think, fucking hell, he's a 40-year-old guy. He's had these issues for, you know, nearly 15 years, and you see the downfall of him, and it's sad because, you know, he's a young guy, and we don't realize how much health is important to us.
Yeah. Sorry, like Stud Muffin, another super
Yeah.
Here we go. Super chat. Stud Muffin, $2. Fly on a Wednesday or Thursday. Try Brisbane to Manila.
What is closer? What's the closest Asian city to Brisbane?
They're all about
Indonesia,
probably 6 hours.
Philippines.
Well, Indonesia's even 5. 4. I think 4 hours. I think to Denpasar by memory. Shit, I was only there in June. I'm thinking about going back, but I'm trying to think of other stuff as well. I think Indonesia, Denpasar is certainly the closest.
Brisbane to Denpasar is 6 hours.
Is it 6? Jesus, it didn't feel like
5
6.
hours. 5 hours.
Yeah.
6 hours. 6 hours. 6 hours. Okay, 6 hours.
And I think Bangkok is probably 7.
8 or 9, I think. 8.
Really?
Yeah, around 9, 10, from what I just saw.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. Well, when you think, I'm only saying that because when you think Dubai to Brisbane is 14, and that's a fucking long way. You know, it's a lot more than double the distance. That's why I'm sort of saying maybe 7 hours to Bangkok. Because if I remember right, it used to be from Melbourne. It was like 7 hours to Bangkok. Can't remember. It's that so long ago.
Yeah, Arch, another one to consider is Japan. It just came back and it's super cheap now because of the yen being so
super chat.
Super chat. Here we go. From Toothless, 10 Dodger. 10 Polish Lizotto from Toothless. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Toothless put a thank you very, very much, Dodger, in the chat, please. He's paid for your sins. I think, you know, maybe somewhere different. Vietnam. NATO super chat.
Vietnam. Sorry, there's a super chat from NATO.
Yeah, super chat.
Go.
Yeah.
Super chat from NATO. $3. Arch, any experience with singers' birds? Generally, if they speak English, it gets a hell of a lot
It's
harder.
too fucking expensive. Yeah, and singers is fucking. I was there for 2 nights a few years ago, and it was so fucking crazily expensive. It was ridiculous.
Expensive.
Oh my god!
Especially the hotels. Hotels can be very expensive though.
I was there one night. I'd sailed in on a boat to Johor Bahru in Malaysia, and then I had to fly out of Singapore. And I was in Singapore for one night, and that one night hotel cost me $1,000. By the time I'd eaten and had a room and had my dinner and blah 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 blah. In Singapore. It cost me $1,000. Well, you get a taxi and you go in a tunnel under the channel and you're into Singapore. Crazy, absolutely crazy. That was 2013. Very nice place, super clean. I mean, you've been there many times, Archie.
Maybe what hotel were you staying at?
Oh, I can't remember. Stanford or something. Stanford.
Fuck, that's expensive.
Yeah, I know. I remember the taxi driver said to me, he was taking me to the airport. He said, "What was that? $1,000?" And I went, "Yeah, probably." It was, by the time I had dinner and everything, my fucking dinner was $250. That was just me. Just fucking crazy.
Archie, if you can wait till early April, I can be in Malaysia in early April.
Okay, let me see. Let me see what I can do there.
Super chat.
Here we go. Super chat. The Embezzlement King, £1.80. Why am I so ungrateful to everyone who helped me?
Look at the avatar.
What happened with him? Why is he not doing live streams anymore?
I think he's gone corporate. I've been reading stuff. He's got very serious. He's a serious watch channel.
No, but he was serious on the live.
Don't know.
Sorry,
She deleted it.
Dodger knows a lot more than I do.
Well, I know nothing. I went on his show to do an unboxing of my new Pepsi, which Mrs. Dodger bought me for Christmas, and he deleted the show. It's all strange. Now I realise because he's gone serious. He used to do a thing of shitters on a Friday, and it used to be fun. But now he's doing really. I think he's just gone mainstream, and the fun's gone, and he's I don't know. He's just his sense of humour seems to have gone.
So are you the cause of the downfall of Tickers not doing live streams anymore?
I don't think it's a downfall. I think he's just redirected, to be a serious, watch channel. I think, and all this tomfoolery we get up to. I think he's not doing
Skylarking.
Lux, you do realise that between Dodger and myself, Lux, you do realise between Dodger and myself, whether downfall or upfall or anything fall, whatever says precursors fall, it's down to me and Dodger.
Yeah, if anything goes wrong, we get the blame.
So anything you guys touch turns to shit. Is that what you're trying to say?
That's what we're trying to say.
If we hadn't have agreed to start the dungeon with Archie, then we wouldn't have had the problem that we got now with, the upset with Curly and Narc, would have we? Because it wouldn't have happened.
So all I can say to that is hands off my fucking channel, okay? Because I don't want my channel going to shit.
Don't give us the keys, Lux. It's a surefire way of killing everything.
I don't want you to kill my 10 viewers. Jesus Christ. Perpetual Time says Tickers has been ticked off.
And he's a liar, apparently, and a liar. He said and a liar before, so I guess.
Hi, Alex. I don't know, but a liar about what?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
I don't know.
Not sure. Alex, jump on.
Alex. I miss you, Alex.
Alex is a great guy. I like Alex.
No homo.
Drop the link. Maybe Alex would come in and join in and let us know what's been going on. I haven't spoken to Alex.
I'll drop the link. I'll drop the link.
A good guy.
Yep, drop the link there. He's a good guy.
He is.
But he's not just a good guy. He's a really good guy.
I miss the old streams where he used to just be working on watches and telling us about what he was doing. Those were great.
That was really
we
great.
got another super chat.
Stud Muffin Arch, I sent you something to consider and laugh.
I guess he's
On
got.
email
I guess
or
he's saying you got an email.
I'll just have a look here. I've never been to the Philippines. You know that?
Is there a reason? Oh, they speak English in the Philippines. That's a big problem.
This is actually quite a nice hotel. TW's here. Hey, TW. How are you, TW?
Hey, Arch, how are you, man?
Not too
You
bad.
okay?
How are you? This is the one in Manila. It looks beautiful. Their hotel looks beautiful. Oh, look at this.
We
I
can't
like
see
that
it.
way
Show it on the
I
screen.
stayed at
Show
the
it on the
Sorry.
screen.
Hyatt.
Look at this bedroom. He got a bed. Hyatt's expensive, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I stayed there
Look
for
at this.
2
I like
weeks.
I like the beds upstairs. Isn't that a clever idea? You got the bed downstairs and 2 beds at the top. Isn't that good?
That's cool.
Yeah, but they've changed
That
the
is
rules
cool.
there
Why do you
now.
need so many beds?
You're not allowed.
Yeah.
Why do you need so many beds?
For all the women? For all the girls you're bringing home?
Well, you've got that big bed down below, which you're in, and hopefully they can crowd
Oh,
round.
so you and the girlfriend are in the bed downstairs and the wife is upstairs.
Girlfriends.
Oh, sorry.
Girlfriends. Yes, Sirocco,
Exactly.
girlfriends.
Yeah. How much?
2
Some
weeks I
up it says,
stayed
did
there
you
at the
look
Hyatt.
price? How much, Archie? How much is the price on that room? I guess that's what Submuffin's talking about.
The price on that room there.
I don't think it's cheap. Where is it? Is this Philippines?
I would say $15 a day.
15?
Yes,
No.
10 to 15.
No,
I think a little bit more than
much
that.
more expensive than that now. A little bit more than that now.
I'll go. I'll take your 15 and raise it 25. I reckon it cost a bluesy.
By the way, we need to smash the thumbs up. We need to get to 69 today.
That's a pleasant number.
Well, it was 20,000 the
Sirocco.
other day, but we didn't get that.
Beg your pardon, TW. Sorry, I missed that. How am I? I'm good. I'm great.
How are you?
Awesome. Yeah, really good. Thank you. Hope you're well. Archie, are you with us?
Yes, I am, sir. I'm with
We
you.
have another super chat. We have another super chat from the
We've got another super chat. Embezzlement King here, £1.80. I banned Surdy Danny for having a sense of humor.
That's so cutting. Look at that photo. Oh, God. He was the future. Plastic brought him into the Archieverse. He was the future of YouTube. I remember Plastic saying so. Where are we going, Archie? Come on. What's happening with the hotel room? You've disappeared.
How
No,
much is it?
there was just someone said this is Manila. I've never been to Manila. I don't know. Manila just isn't my cup of tea.
Okay.
How much is this hotel room?
That's what we asked. We need to know how much is hotel.
I'm saying 15 US.
I've
I've said 25.
$9 US.
Oh,
for night.
nine. I was fucking wrong.
Fuck me dead.
I win. I was the closest. I told you it's cheap. Welcome to
Jesus
Asia.
Christ. I might go tomorrow, but I visited the Philippines. She was okay. I don't want to go back.
You want to get down to Del Pilar, HM, not McCarty. Down, get out of the Hobnobs area, McCarty and all of that. Yeah, you at the Hilton and all of that. You pay top dollar. You can get a room, a self-contained room there for maybe $50 a night.
Archie, can we
facilities,
do
a
something
lot.
together? Archie,
That's,
when you retire from YouTube and you have your retirement funds, can me and you go into business together? I want to do a hotel company, okay? And the name of the hotel company is going to be called Loom, okay?
Loom.
And everyone gets free shampoo, free orange juice in the fridge, and it's going to be called Loom.
How are you, Lux?
I'm okay. How are you?
JL's in the chat. JL, can you jump on, buddy?
Shit, let me check if loom.com is available. Loom.com.
Loom.com.
Oh. That's actually amazing. That's an amazing domain. Loom.
$9. That's fucking incredible. Is that one with the upstairs?
Hey, Arch.
Jesus, that's amazing.
Arch. I'm thinking
Yes,
about.
sir.
I'm thinking of. I had a look at that. I watched you. I slept in, but I watched the rerun of your stream this morning with Timely, and I looked at that. That Tudor, the Black Bay with the
Yes,
burgundy.
that was pretty good.
Bezel.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm thinking about that. I've put in a expression of interest on that.
You got to be quick.
Mm.
All right. This is how many O's.
Loom.
This is how many O's I had to put in. This is how many O's I had to put in to get availability.
That's Thai for room.
Okay,
well,
JL,
1,
no
2,
problem.
3, 4, 5, 6 O's.
Talking of those Tudors that you showed this morning, that two-tone was an interesting watch. When I first saw it,
that.
My immediate thought was, that's not bad. That's good value for a two-tone watch. I thought it was good value. I didn't particularly like it because it's rolled gold.
I had the two-tone Sirocco, the two-tone S&P Heritage.
Okay.
Yeah, but the end link, the end link is actually solid gold. The bezel is solid gold. The crown is solid gold, 18 karat. It's all.
And that Tudor, I thought it was rolled gold. I thought it was rolled gold.
The rest of the bracelet is rolled gold, but the end link, solid end link, is 18 karat gold. It's just solid 18 in the middle, but it had a very the dial was it's hard to explain. Very not like a pattern dial. It was like a granulated dial. Nice watch. Box, but I found it too thick. It was about 13, 14 thick. It was just too thick.
Okay. Yep. No,
fair enough. It's like a James.
My thought was because you got Strider in the chat at the moment, and he's after something, and I thought, well, yeah, that might be a good entry level watch for Strider to jump on.
He's got a GMT already, tuner.
Has he got a Tudor GMT?
Pepsi, Tudor Pepsi, Tudor Pepsi, yeah, great.
Yeah. Alex is correct. Roll gold is a very old technique. Now it's gold capped or solid. Yes, correct. I remember roll gold stuff in a jewelry game years ago. Yeah.
Well, I think when they brought that out, that the roll gold, when they brought that out, I think it was Beckham that. He was the ambassador for Tudor or something, and he was
Stud Muffin Super Chat. Stud Muffin is the hero of the night.
Super Chat, yes, sir. He is very much keeping us alive. You know this, don't you?
Yeah, thank you so much, Stud Muffin.
We need Stud Muffin. You know this, don't you?
He's saving our ass tonight.
Yes, he is. He is saving our ass. Believe you me, that guy, he does a lot for us, He
does.
And
he's always there.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
Spend a little more for plane, but rent cheaper hotel. Yeah.
Spend a little bit more for what? For play.
For plane, but rent a cheaper hotel. That makes.
What he's saying is live like a king on the airplane, but sleep like a pauper in your bed and breakfast.
You don't have to. You don't have to rent a freaking tent when you get there. So you spend more on the plane and get a decent airfare, a decent airline, And then instead of living fucking, you know, like a king, you live like a frigging queen or something. And we know Archie doesn't like
Lots
that.
lots of freelancers in Manila. Lots of freelancers.
Yeah. No, a lot of them come over here, TW.
Yeah. Had an interesting conversation with Curly
maybe I
this
shouldn't say
afternoon.
things like that, mate.
What did Curly say to you?
Oh, I read him the riot act, Arch. I read him the riot act. I demanded
What did
an
he
apology.
say?
Oh, you know, Curly. He's you know, Curly's. He don't give a shite. He don't give a shite.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't.
So I read him the riot act.
Yeah.
I read him the riot act.
And what did he say?
Oh, his usual crap. His usual crap. The guy's unhinged.
You're unhinged?
I think he's unhinged, yeah. Well, I said, you know, I apologised for what I said to him, for what I, you know, what I called him, and he accepted that. And I said, well, you know, what about apologising to John for what you called him the other day? And he's trying to say that he, you know, he's trying to mince his words, saying that he didn't say what he said, and you know, just
Hey, Archie,
he was just raving.
Hey, no worries, Lux. See you later. And hey, good luck with the funeral and that, man. My thoughts and prayers are with you. Okay.
I'll try my best to come on. Okay.
Take it easy.
Take care, Lux. Good luck.
Don't. Whatever works for you, man. Whatever works.
Okay,
Don't push yourself. Okay.
All right. Cool. Thank you. Take care, guys.
Take it easy, mate.
That's really quite sad, that. It's what do you say when stuff like this happens, you know? It's pretty terrible. You have friends who die. I've had a few friends die, you know, it's pretty terrible.
That's never a good
thing. It gets
thing.
worse as you get older, Arch. It gets worse as you get older, mate.
Yeah.
They start dropping dead all around you. It's like, well, you're wondering when you're next yourself. And make the most of every day. That's what I say.
Yeah, I know what you're saying there. It's hard, man. It's very hard. It's what can you do exactly, hey?
Toothless, that's very cruel.
What did Toothless say?
Well, he was just asking where the guy that does hang on, let me just find it. So Rocco, where's that guy who does the Tickers accent? Funny ads. And I said he's probably asleep. And he's come back. I'm gonna say it. Leave him be. It was quite funny. He's going, what? Like Archie is now. I thought, fuck. You know. Come on, Toothless. We're working here. We're working. We're trying to work. He's had a long day.
See my avatar there, Arch? See my avatar?
Yes.
You know what that is?
What's that?
That's the Kookaburra Queen. Coming round from the Story Bridge. Been on the Kookaburra Queen?
I remember that. That was amazing, wasn't it? What happened to that? It's still going?
No, I think it's still going.
Yeah.
Had many a fine day on the Kookaburra Queen. Used to go out with
GMT. Mr. GMT, jump on, mate. You can talk about it. Mr. GMT, we need you. Come and help.
Used to go out with a air traffic controller from Sydney. She was up here for about 2 or 3 weeks, and we had a bit of fun in Brisbane. Stayed at the Crest. Went out.
Who was she? She was a what? She was a what?
Air traffic controller from Sydney.
Wow, that's a stressful job.
Heard some frightening stories from her.
Yes.
Spanish.
Stud Muffin,
Spanish
$2.
girl.
Archie, you're tired and distracted. Thank you, Stud Muffin. Actually, I was just trying to put a video together that I'm trying to get it done so I can preview it on the show for you guys. It was a cool video that's just come. I was just trying to piece this together, but it doesn't seem to be working easily. Okay, I'm trying to get this thing to slot together. That's what I'm trying to do, guys. I'm trying to slot this so I could.
What do you think that black buy's worth, Arch? That luxury. What do you think?
The Tudors have fallen a lot. I don't know if you're going to get much difference. I don't know if you're going to get much difference, much off that price there, because it's pretty. I reckon that was cheap, but Tudors have gotten soft. That's what's happened. I mean, he's not going to. A dealer basically prices it fairly, and that's kind of it. You know, if you don't like it, but you know the thing is, you're buying from a reputable dealer. I don't think it's expensive. Do you? I mean, he's not going to. I don't think he's going to take terribly much off.
That's Cove.
Yeah, that's Cove. Yeah, yeah. I think that's reasonable.
In the arcade.
No, he's in the Queen Victoria building.
Yeah, Cove's
the Queen
good.
Victoria building.
I think you may get a couple of $100 off if you're really lucky.
Yeah, it's pretty cheap to start with. I don't know. Well,
yeah,
what are you hoping to get off? What are you hoping? The cash doesn't matter because they have to declare it anyhow. How can he hide anything?
Yeah.
I was going to offer him 3.9 or something. 3.9.
No, God, you're dreaming. Stud Muffin.
It's a different world. It's a different world now. You understand? It's a different world. Stud Muffin, $2. Choose 40-hour flight and sleep 39 hours. Laugh out loud. Thank you. Look, I mean, the dealers aren't going to really give you that much off. They're not going. The prices aren't that inflated. I thought that's pretty cheap. I don't know. I mean, what do you think?
Not that great. And if he's got it on consignment, you know, he's not going to make that much, is he? If he's got it on consignment. So
no. I mean, hey,
2020 model, full box and papers.
You had one of those, didn't
2020
you?
box and
You were saying you had one, didn't you?
I had the S&G, the Black Bay Heritage S&G with the roll gold, and it had the end links were 18 carat. The end links were. This is what I don't understand about Tudor. They made the end links was solid. It's two-tone bracelet, and the end links were 18 carat. The bezel was 18 carat.
Yeah.
The crown was 18 carat. Had the black rose on the crown, and the rest was this roll gold stuff. And they said, "Oh, it'll never come off. It'll never come off. It's been so many microns of. I don't know how they do it, but
sure. Go on, yeah.
But that's how
I just didn't like the. Yeah, but I just didn't like the.
Down. You know, you got to remember.
I took it
to get pure 18 karat gold for whatever pure 18 karat gold. That's a oxy friggin' moron on itself. But 18 karat gold is a lot more expensive than roll gold or capped or whatever you want to call it.
Well, roll gold. Basically, they got a steel bit which they put gold on top of. They press it onto it. That's what it's kind of.
It's essentially gold plating, just with another name.
Oh, I think it's thicker than gold plating.
Well, yeah, but essentially that's what it is. Perpetual times, it's not roll gold. It's like a thick sleeve of gold.
Yeah, that's what they do now. They cap it. They sandwich the steel with the gold.
LA
so it's a gold sandwich. The way they do the coins now, they do a sandwich. In the old days, it was plating.
Super chat.
$1. Thank you, LA Meth Witch.
LA Meth is a great supporter of yours. He's been around for so long, and he's not the. He's had a few health issues, and he's always chucking in a buck or two when he can. So he's a long time supporter. Really cool guy.
He is very long time supporter. I'm going to upload that video and play it for you. This is one that my good friend Sov has just done for me. Okay.
Yeah, just before you play that, perpetual time is not gold plating. It's a huge sleeve, and you can even polish it. So it's thicker than gold plate, but yeah, a different process anyway.
Carry used
on,
gold plate, as Mrs. Dodger found out. He said, "Oh, this won't wear off." 10 years later, the gold plating wore off a tag.
Yes,
load of crap.
Play it, Arch.
Yes, sir. Here we go.
Oh, hang on, before you do, because
Luxury does 2 streams on a daily, but that guy won't do shit for free. Archie Luxury live stream. We got Mike the Snake and his hunting cat. Pantera, Tony Frackers, what do you think of that? You won't engage, so you super chat. Archie Luxury live stream. Archie Luxury, you're looking depressed. You've come onto your show, but you're only half dressed in a Herman Soul shirt. Forget the rest. Archie Luxury live stream.
There you go. Thank you.
I love Daddy. Daddy's so fucking funny. You got a couple of super chats.
Here we got Strider, $3 random. What's a good pocket watch to buy, Pope? I don't know. Do people buy pocket watches anymore?
Yeah, I've got one.
Funny thing is, Rolex pocket watches actually seem quite reasonable.
Yes. You can get a Rolex pocket watch for around $3,000, something like that.
Yeah, Waltham's, they were a very big American brand. They were kind of the... they weren't a luxury brand. They were kind of very mid-tier brand, you know?
Yeah.
But they did the job.
Trooper super chat.
Trooper $5. Trooper $5. Thanks for the show. Arch. Night. Trooper's going to bed. Good night, Trooper.
Thanks, Trooper. I've got a 1921 Rotherham's Hunter, solid gold Hunter, 18 karat gold, in perfect condition, perfect working order. Which I inherited from my father, and I love it. I'm now looking at maybe getting, rather than a couple of wristwatches, maybe just
pocket watches are bargains, but
yeah,
Patek is the brand in. There's certain there's some English.
Drop the link. You've already done it. Sorry.
Yeah, pocket watches. There's some English brands. I'm not an expert on pocket watches, but there's some English brands which are considered really good. It's the number of complications you have on it. They have minute repeaters, quarter repeaters, different things. Basically, you want original, unmolested. What happens with pocket watches is often they were plated or rode gold. Well, that gold bits come off now.
Yep.
You've got the dials has chips. Often they have an enamel dial. They've chips in it and that. So that stuff really makes a big difference.
The video you did on the...
I'll go and get mine. I'll get mine out, see if I can find it. I'll be back in a second.
Sure. We got Jonathan Quayle here. Hey, Jonathan.
The Seiko pocket watches that the drivers put on the trains.
I got it, Arch. Hang on.
Here we go.
Hey, JQH.
Hey, hello, my favorite team, Dodger and Sirocco, and hello, TEW. I hope that everybody's good.
What's your timing? $2. Missing the morning shows. Glad you're running 2 streams. Thank you, Mr. Sizzler.
I just thought that I contribute a little bit of watch content. I think you've been talking about the gold-capped Tudor crowns. Is that correct?
Just talking gold was actually more the modern Tudors that have come out, but we'll run with anything.
Okay. No, I just pulled up an image. Watchmakers used to make good money by recycling the gold on golden Rolex crowns, and that applies to solid gold watches and also to two-tones. Because just like Alex said, it is a kind of cap which is rolled on a metal crown, and when those old crowns are discarded or are replaced, the watchmaker is ripping that gold capping off and then keeps it for himself. And you can see that on the image that I just pulled up. That is how the crown looks like, or the cap looks like when it's removed.
Wow.
I used to do that with computer circuit boards in the days that mini computers, get a razor blade and take the edges off.
Oh, okay. I've just been reading an old smartphone contains €1, a little bit more than €1 of gold.
Wow. That's not much, €1.
It's not much, but if you recycle a couple of hundred or 1,000, it adds up, doesn't it?
It's a lot of work to get it out.
Yeah, but I think they are more or less shredding it and then put it in a kind of acid to extract.
Yeah, you have to dissolve your arm. What a metal! Oh, that's a lot of work.
Why are they doing that, Higgy?
Recycling smartphones?
You see that, Arch?
No, the gold crowns.
Well, the gold crowns, it contains
nice,
maybe 1 or 2 grams of gold, and it's just you just hack the gold cap with a pair of prongs, and there you go. It's very easily removed, that gold cap on a gold crown.
Wow.
Was that your question, Mr. TW, or was the question why Rolex is doing that?
Well, it's Tudor. It's Tudor. Tudor's doing that. It's not Rolex.
Tudor is also doing that.
The Tudor I had a solid 18-karat gold crown.
Super chat. What's your timing? $2. 5110G Paddock World Time or Panda Daytona?
Oh, there's a question.
I'd probably go with the Panda. You know, it's more usable. But hey, the white gold Paddock is beautiful. I had one of those. They're gorgeous.
Archie, you're the ambassador for Paddock World Time.
Another super chat from JL, $5.
JL, $5. Jonathan, show us your beautiful new watch. Did you get the watch?
Yes, I got it, but I don't want to bore you guys with my watch.
No. We want to see the fucking thing. Come on, Jonathan. We've heard so much about it.
Bring it out.
Come on.
But you guys have seen our stream. I'm happy to show. Don't rush an old man. Come on, Dodger. Relax. Calm down, Dodger. 1 second.
Meantime, just while Jonathan is getting his watch, I've got my pocket watch here.
That's beautiful, Sirocco.
It is fucking 1921. 1921.
So Rocco, if you close that top lid, always push the button.
Absolutely, yes, I understand that. I do know this. I might look stupid, but I'm not totally stupid.
No, I'm just telling you because most of the people.
What's your time? No, I know a lot of people just click it. I do understand that. Yeah. Thanks, Jonathan. Yeah.
Archie, super chat.
Here we go, super chat. Here we go. What's your timing? $2. Goyard watch box or Louis Vuitton watch box, watch case. I actually like the Goyard 6 watch box. They got an 8 watch box, but I think the 6 is actually the better quality one. It's like a real, but they're both amazing. They're both amazing boxes. Oh, here we go. Look at this.
Like always, I have a different opinion because the Goyard watch box, even the old 8 pieces watch box is far better than the Louis Vuitton because it has real leather inside and on the cushions.
Sorry, JL's right. Get that stitching out. It's horrible.
Don't want to see the stitching. No stitching.
First of all, I'm going to show you the watch.
Jonathan, can we see a live shot of the watch? Is that possible?
No, that's not possible. I'm not set up for that. So, but that is a picture 2 days ago. No, yesterday. No, 2 days ago. Yeah.
It is beautiful. It is beautiful.
It is a beautiful watch.
It's gorgeous.
And I'm not going to bust your balls too much, Jonathan, but except for the Rio de J.
Say it again. I didn't get that.
It's a beautiful looking watch, except for Rio de J.
The Rio de J.
Again.
Yeah. Hey, I've been busting your balls over that since you first showed it.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
You know,
Rocco, be my guest. And for JL, I'm going to pull up the stitching. 1 second.
No! Boot him!
Okay, here we go.
You should have got Lux to do a strategy.
Yeah, should have got Lux. Should have got Lux. Should have got Lux.
There we go. Look at this.
Yeah. Have a look. Can we close that in? Can we close
1 second.
That looks lovely.
Try to make it a little bit bigger to show the stitching.
Oh, a little bit big.
Yeah.
I was doing that on purpose.
Strap, you know,
it's not too bad.
Look, that is how the strap maker
nice push, Siggy.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you.
Nice push.
Are you enjoying it, Jonathan? At the end of the day, you've had it a couple of days now.
Yes, I've had it now for 2.5 days or something like that. Totally love it.
You're enjoying
my
it.
wrist.
That's the main thing.
But I must be very careful with it at the moment, wearing it, because I'm waiting for the call of Monochrome watches, the online magazine. They want to feature it in their collecting section.
Wow.
And I would like to offer them to drive down to the Netherlands, and they can make better pictures than I can. But it looks bad if I chip the watch before those images. So
of course.
I have to be very careful with it.
Congratulations, Jonathan. That's all I can say.
Yeah, congratulations, mate.
Thank you very much, guys.
Very cool.
And thanks for sharing the photos. And and a bit of the journey of it.
Just one thing, Archie for sure remembers what I was talking about the watch. Kidding. There was one change or one surprise that I received from the Sven Andersen guys, and maybe you can pull up that image. Shows the movement, and they changed the movement ring. So that movement ring that contains Benjamin Chi by Sven Andersen, that usually is white mother of pearl. So because I like French Polynesia, they made it black mother of pearl. That is Tahitian black pearl.
Wow, that's so clever.
Wow.
Yeah. So that was a special nod to a very personal watch, which is now being done even more personal.
Brilliant.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic. Thank you for sharing.
When are you going to do this, Arch? When are you going to design your own watch?
Oh, I don't know.
Archie's not brave enough to do that.
No, not brave enough, not funded enough. But guys, I got to go soon. Do you want to carry on for a little bit there, Dodger? You can shut it down for me.
If people stay, I'll shut it down. People stay on.
Okay.
I'll stay until
I got to take my son to tech course tomorrow early, so I got to wake up early. Guys, thank you so much for having me.
Before you go, I'm just going to read this. It's in the chat. Seb Nelly says he tuned in 10 minutes ago. Tell him minimum 2 hours to rock it. 26 and a half minutes to go.
Thank you. Love you guys. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Archie. Get some sleep.
Oh, one more super
chat.
Oh,
the super chat.
Super chat.
Oh, well, I'll bring up the super chat.
You now. You're in charge.
Oh,
You're in charge.
I'm going to press the button. There we go. Read it out. Read it out.
Okay. What's your timing? $2. Have a good night, AC3. Thank you so much. What's your timing?
Just for my information, who is now the big boss? Who am I gonna lick his butt?
Currently, Dodger. Dodger's the boss.
Dodger is the highest ranking.
He is the
person.
highest ranking officer here. I'm just I'm a latrine digger.
Yeah.
I think I'm the only one with the keys at the moment. That's the only difference.
Yes. That's a big difference.
Shiroko got pissed and lost his overboard the other day.
No, I had keys and someone took them away and I got them
Yeah,
back.
stop lying. I know what you did. You had too many Stellas and you dropped them overboard.
Did Dodger take them away, the keys from you?
I've got suspicions, and this was way back at the beginning of this new time slot, and yeah, someone took them away. I don't know who. It's not even worth talking about. Archie offered them again to me. I think the other night, not last night, but the night before, and I just said, "What's the point? You know, I don't need them. I'll jump on, and you know." I'll jump on when I'm wanted, and if I'm not wanted, I can not jump on.
Sounds fair.
Dodgers are a lot more stable than I am.
I think the last time that Dodger heard that he's stable, that is a very long time ago.
Jesus, I've been stable for over 40 years. I don't think.
I've heard some really strange things about, you know, we're going to have the dungeon back and blah blah blah, and we've got the dungeon back and we're going to run the dungeon. And even that the other day after that after the shitstorm happened, when was that? Day before yesterday, and Archie thought he did an after show on the dungeon, and it turned out to be the Archie live stream. Didn't realise. It was fucking hilarious. Oh yeah, and then I hear, you know, well, Dodger and Sirocco, they got the dungeon back. They've just done an after show, and I'm thinking, well, no, fucking Archie just did a live stream, and he didn't even know where he was.
When people are assuming we want it back, I mean, why would we want all that back again? Jesus.
I said the other day, fuck, it'd be like going back to an old girlfriend or an ex-wife or something. And why the fuck would you do it? No, don't need to.
Well, sometimes it feels cozy, doesn't it? But then the old annoyances are coming back.
Well, you finish with. I mean, my last wife, I got back with after about 3 years separation. And it lasted 6 months because nothing had changed. Nothing changed.
Exactly. Yeah.
It was just, you know.
That wasn't my point.
I've never gone back with any girlfriend. Oh no, I've shagged a couple of ex-girlfriends, but never a permanent thing.
Look, Sirocco, I don't have your divorce experience, but I went back to former girlfriends and didn't last 24 hours, and I got annoyed again.
There you go.
There you go.
Well, I've only had 2 wives, you know, and that's two wives is enough. I'm really allergic to wedding cake now. Not into wedding cake, fuck that.
Understandable. You've not been fortunate enough just to meet a woman just like Mrs. Dodger and Mrs. Higgins, sir. I would never talk bad about her. So yeah.
Well, my second marriage, I did 20 years.
Oh, okay.
He did 20 years.
Yeah.
He served 20 years time.
Yeah.
He did 20 years. I did 20 years hard labour with that wife.
Yeah. 20 years. I mean, fuck. I could have murdered her twice and got out.
Yeah.
But
That's right.
Dodger, how many years do you have to go?
Is we're still friends to this day. You know, and we've been divorced for a few years now, but separated for well, Strider served. I think he's currently serving 13, and it would be what year are we? 2023. It would be fucking 14 years ago this year. 14 years ago. Fuck, it would be 14 years ago that I said no, enough's enough.
There is a good comment from NATO.
Sirocco didn't divorce. He just went to get a litre of milk from Mauritius. It's pretty close. I went to get a slab of beer from Queensland because I was living in Melbourne at the time.
Never came. Oh dear.
Yeah, it's all good fun.
What a life! What a life it is! And I keep looking at this now
What a
outside.
life.
The nice. Somebody's coming to dig some post holes in a bit. Oh, I don't fancy doing them. Ooh, don't envy
Jesus
him.
Christ, that sounds like hard work.
Oh, it's
So,
cold.
Rocco, have you heard when Crappy Luxury asked me which kind of lifestyle I would prefer, and he gave me 3 choices?
No.
So he asked me if I would prefer the lifestyle of James Bond, or of Magnum PI, or the lifestyle of Sonny Crockett from Miami Vice. And I told him, Sonny Crockett, Miami Vice, without a doubt, and Sirocco is living my dream.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Same
He lives
here,
on
agree.
a boat. Didn't he live on a boat?
I used to
Never.
model myself over Sonny Crockett. I had the suit. The watch. Yeah, everything. Yeah,
I have the watch. I have the golden Ebel, unworn, totally mint.
I just didn't have the speed. I didn't have a speedboat. Super
chat from Strider. $3 Australian. Gents, name each of your Grail watches, please. Well,
easy for me.
It's easy for Jonathan. He's got it.
Yeah.
No. It up 2 days ago.
Yeah, I'm the same. I've got it too. Yeah, I've got it. Mrs. Dodger bought it for me for Christmas, so I've got mine too.
Yeah,
No.
and I think in my case, my bluesy would be the current Grail, so I already got it.
So I'm not going to be bore everybody to say I just got it 2 days ago. My Holy Grail watch, and I'm on the record of saying that, is Grubbe Forcé, handmade one. Should I pull it up? I think
Yeah,
sure.
Go on. Yeah, why not? Yeah.
Grubbe Forcé.
You don't know that company, huh?
Okay. Strider says, and elucidate, name them. Well, Rolex Submariner 41 Bluesy. That's what I've got today. So yeah, beautiful.
You guys,
I love it.
Such a limited focus. I understand that Dodger has to say it when Mrs. Dodger is sitting near her.
No. I can have whatever I want. I can have whatever I want.
So tell her you want a handmade one.
No, I haven't seen it yet. Show me. I'll tell you what I think. Hang on. Add you to the stream. I'll tell you what I feel as soon as I see it.
So you can tell Mrs. Dodger that this is your Grail if you really get it. So
no,
it is that.
No.
Come on, Dodger. Wait until I explain it to you. Then you're gonna be a fan of it.
But you know, I'm not interested in what's inside. I don't have a bloody clue, do I?
Yeah, but I'm gonna explain it to you. That is what I'm for.
I go on looks and not on anything else.
I go on looks, and you know, dress watches really don't suit my lifestyle.
No, me too.
I can't really go past the bluesy that I have. Maybe the Bumblebee. LA Met, get root beer now, Sirocco, over that gold Yachtmaster. No, I'm really not into the GMT function. It really doesn't do it for me. The root beer, I have tried one on, and really wasn't enamored. Would much if I was going to buy another watch, which I'm really not even looking at doing at the moment. I've got too many other things to spend money on. The Yachtmaster 42 yellow gold, yes, absolutely. I'd probably buy that. Yeah, maybe that would be my, if you like, my Grail.
Are you?
I suppose.
I'll tell you what I think about this.
Fit out, Sirocco. You're
Sorry,
getting your you're having a fit out in your boat.
I'm having a fit out happening on the boat starting in about a week, and that's cost me an awful lot of money.
Yeah.
It's basically costing me another bluesy. Let's put it that way.
I remember when you told us that you're traveling 10 miles to the next harbor. How many liters of fuel did you burn on that short distance?
Okay, to go out 10 miles, and it's not to a harbor; it's just on anchorage. To go out there and come back is about 100 liters.
Ooh.
Ooh.
So out there is about 50. Come back another 50 plus whatever I use on with a generator as well.
Yep.
So you're looking at
anti-foul down.
No.
You're having anti-foul.
No, that's another. Now I'm having a total fit out of upholstery.
Okay.
Yeah. Strider Yachtmaster 44, no 42.
So
Well,
Yachtmaster 2.
watch.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah. On Jonathan's watch, I'll say, Jonathan, look, I appreciate there's that little dial there. That's clever, the floating dial thing in the right-hand side. And I like the little flywheel, and also the springy thing there. That all looks nice, all exposed and gold.
Yeah.
Is that up the top, 11 to 12 o'clock? Is that thing the thingy that makes the powers up the springy thingy?
What?
Or is that
you mean at 1 o'clock?
No. You know that whole thing up the top there at 12 o'clock? You know that whole blank place?
Yeah, that is
where the
writing
is. What's that all about? Why is all that space wasted?
Well, it is covering the main the main pivot for the mainspring barrel. That is basically the fixation, and as they have that little sub dial, they just chose it that way. I don't think that there is a technical reason. I'm just
it just
trying.
Looks odd with all that blank space up top there.
Yes.
You know, it seems like a waste.
Empty real estate.
I agree, but it's probably half of a dial. You see it that way? A dial which is not, because it's a bridge?
Well, why can't it be a whole dial? Why do they have to blank it off like that? That looks silly.
Because they want to show the complicated thingy below.
But there's more thingies above. Why don't they show the thingies above too?
Well, the special thing about this particular watch is they are not using any modern machine to produce those watches, and that is totally unique. Nobody else does that. Grebe Force is, in my opinion, the watch company with the best finishing, with the best watchmaking at the moment, and this is their highlight piece. They tell us that everything is done with traditional machineries or with traditional methods, down to the smallest piece, and it takes them 6,000 watchmaker hours to produce such a watch. As a comparison, the very top high-end brands, the high-end studios of Patek Philippe, the Cabinotier, Vacheron, and others, they are estimating between 300 and 800 watchmaker hours. So this watch uses 10 times of the watchmaker hours of the finest ateliers that you can get. That is
Jonathan,
how.
I'd say, look, I like the idea of the tourbillon and the little dial, but I'll tell you what,
It is not a tourbillon.
It's
not even a tourbillon.
Oh, I can't see from here. It just looked as if I had more underneath. Anyway, I think what would have been really nice if it had that little dial, but many of those little dials. So one could do a calendar, two could do the stopwatch. You know, have lots of complications on little dials and fill the whole space with little dials. That to me, I would like that.
Yeah, but this is not a complicated watch. This is just a simple three-hander watch. That's what it is. It's not a tourbillon. It doesn't have a calendar. It has nothing.
How much is it?
Over $1 million.
Oh, you're joking! It's not got no complication.
No,
and it's only got hours, minutes, and seconds, and that's all it does.
That's it.
And some idiot's going to pay $1 million for it.
There are collectors lining up for that.
Actually, idiots lining up for it.
The initial concept was to make one just to show what the Grebe Force watchmakers are able to do without any modern CNC machinery and all this stuff.
Yeah, but the CNC machinery probably make them more accurately.
Of course, but that is not the point.
We can get Mikey to make one. We can get Mikey to make one.
That is
it only takes one guy to
horology.
be pissed off with the company and have a bad Friday just to put one piece of crap in it and they'll be finished. I don't know. No complications.
I can tell you if you're.
I'm sorry, Jonathan. That watch. I mean, yeah, I understand the technology and etc., but it does absolutely nothing for me.
That is absolutely fair to say. It is not everybody's cup of tea, and I will give you that. In my opinion, there are nicer designed watches, no doubt about that.
Yours is better than this, Jonathan. Yours is a mile better than this.
Of course, but that's not the point.
So,
do you know what my AD said to me?
General Sard's in the house, and he has just said, Mike the Snake makes better quality on his CNC.
Jonathan, do you know what my AD said to me about watches? He says, a fool and his money are easily parted. And I think this is a prime example of the fool and his money being parted.
Why am I wasting my time with ignorance just like you?
You know that. That's the salesman's creed. That's why there are salesmen, to get the money out of the
No, Jonathan, I appreciate you watching. Don't get me wrong, I appreciate all of that and the joy of horology and really getting into the detail of it and loving the very manufacture of it in the hours. I appreciate all of that. But this is going on a level of stupidity, to be honest. 1 million for something you just got hours and minutes.
If you don't appreciate the entire concept, I totally agree with you, and I will not force feed you guys into liking it. You like it, you're going crazy after it. You don't like the concept, or you have no tolerance for this kind of concept. That's totally okay. It's not the most beautiful watch, I will give you that, but that a company in those days is going that far to produce a watch like that, to me, it's just mind-blowing. And
but Jonathan, what you could do, like AMG or something, you could say, okay, your car. I was going to say the make, but I shouldn't do that. Your car is made by machines, robots, isn't it?
Yes.
I mean, would have you paid $1 million for it if some bloke had have been there with a hammer and chisel and made every individual part and polished it by hand?
I think if Mercedes would start producing a 300 SL just like they did in the 1950s and charge 5 or 10 millions for it, they would sell them, and that is basically the concept of it.
But those engines, the AMG engines, were signed by the guy who put it together.
You're an evil man. I nearly scared off my fucking barramundi because I muted myself and I was looking at my barramundi swing around the back of the boat, and I just burst out laughing, and they went, "What the fuck?"
Look, I'm sorry. I am naive.
Dodger, don't apologize, please. People are calling me an arrogant prick, and probably they are right.
No, not criticizing you, Jonathan.
No one is arrogant. Arrogance is a really bad thing to say about someone who is passionate about what they want.
I wouldn't say that about you.
I probably am. So, but I don't care. I like those elitist stuff that nobody else really understands and have no tolerance for. I stand with it, and I'm totally okay when people are ripping that apart, because that is how I am wired, and that is my passion, and I don't need an approval from anyone.
So Seth Nelly says, "Can you do concreting with this watch?" I just want to take that one stage further. So I've got so many millions on the bank, and I can afford to have this watch made. And how much was it again? I don't know. I missed that bit, but it was a lot of money. $1 million. So I've got millions and millions, and I've just gone, fuck it, I'm going to buy this watch and wear it every day. Can I play golf with it?
No. No.
I wish Alex was here. I wish Alex was here and just tell us if we could be able to fix it.
As far as I can see, it even doesn't have a shock resistant. So
right.
I would be very careful with this kind of work. Yeah. But you bring up a good point, because I had those discussions with my friends who were thinking buying a Rolex for back then 2,000 euros is totally crazy and totally out of your world. And when we're talking about the date, then it used to be 20,000, and people say, I'd rather buy a car with that kind of money. And I say, if you're buying such a watch, the question is not, am I buying a $20,000 watch or a $20,000 car? Because probably you have a couple of cars that are worth much more. And so then you enjoy buying a 20,000 euro watch. And the same is here for this kind of watch over $1 million. I'm pretty sure nobody really asks, am I buying a house for that, or am I getting this particular watch? It's not a question, because you can virtually buy any house that you want. You have 3-4 houses, you have a couple of collector cars, and you're going deep into the rabbit hole of watch collecting. And I can assure you, there are people lining up for this kind of watch, and you have to have a kind of purchasing history with Gröbel-Forsell. By the way, Gröbel-Forsell, the easiest model, as far as I know, is now starting with 220,000, which is not a tourbillon.
Yeah. Higgy.
220.
Yeah.
That's euros or dollars?
I think it's $220,000 plus tax.
Wow.
Oh, plus
Higgy.
tax. Oh, okay.
Of course.
Higgy. I prefer the Ferrari Roma.
Oh, absolutely.
The Ferrari Roma.
If you don't have a Ferrari Roma,
name.
then get it.
My mother's name was Roma.
For me, this particular watch, I'd rather buy a new boat. I don't need.
So, Mr. TW, your mother's name is Roma. Was she born in Rome, or is she Italian?
No, she was born in Australia.
Oh, okay.
Her name was Roma.
And why did they call her Roma?
Oh, I can't answer that. That was
before he's born.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, long before I was born. But yeah, I like the Ferrari Roma. The Ferrari Roma is my it's my car if I could get that.
Part of me feels, don't be wrong, I'm not a lefty. But if I had that sort of money just sort of dump on a watch, I'd rather give it to charity, to tell you the truth, because I don't deserve to have that kind of money to dump it on something as silly as that.
Dodger, judging by your avatar, you'd buy a decent set of clothes first.
Shots fired.
Yeah, well, don't tell Bear.
Are you doing a bit of a Crocodile Dundee there, Dodger?
It's a long story. Yeah.
He's modelling for Harrison Ford.
Oh,
yeah.
I see.
Dodger, can you pull that Jamie Opulence image off?
Higgy, I'm not putting that. I'm not putting that down. That's a beautiful piece. There's obviously a lot of, like you said, there's a lot of artisans gone in. Yeah, many hours have gone into that. That's that's a one-off piece. But for me, look, if I had 10 million in the bank, I'm in Sirocco's camp. I don't think I would even. I appreciate and I
Mr. TW, please don't call me camp.
You need a hundred.
I've been called a lot of names. Don't call me camp.
No, that's okay. No, I mean not camp. I mean in your what you said.
I'm just
fucking
around. Just while I'm talking, and we've got 75 odd viewers, and can we have a few more upvotes? We've got 38 upvotes. A few more upvotes, or at least try and get to 50 would be really nice.
I think it's not going to happen after I pulled up that watch.
I think that watch, there's a lot of downvotes.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure.
Sorry, Jonathan. Sorry.
I was telling this story before. There is a journalist there used to be a journalist on Hodinkee who, in my opinion, lifted the entire magazine onto a new level, and his name is Jack Forster, and he started. He started. Yeah, Dodger, super chat.
Barry, £2, Barry, our friend Barry. Top of the morning, fellas. Top of the morning, boys.
Top of the morning, boys.
Top of the morning to you too.
Thank you so much, Barry. And I think Barry's a member as
Barry.
well.
He pops up every
Yeah,
so
I think
often.
Barry's a member. Barry's a member, so thank you very much for the super.
Thank you very much for your contribution. So yeah, I was talking about Jack Forster, and he was absolutely good in explaining those crazy complications that watchmakers do, and watchmaking process and so on. I learned a lot from him, but I remember when he was there for half a year, I was so annoyed because he was only writing about watches that were $150,000 and more. And I called him an elitist and an arrogant prick. No, not a prick. I called him arrogant and out of touch. And he didn't even bother to reply. And now I am here talking about the same shit and being in the same camp and just loving those crazy functions, those crazy processes, watchmaking really taken to another level. So I have no problems when
Could you
understand
translate
that? I'm not quite there, as you can imagine.
Can you translate what's on the right hand side? Is that German? Is that German? Or
yeah, that is
Swiss,
German.
or?
Yeah. No, that is German.
Can you translate that for us?
Oh, it says during this unique, in the true sense, artisan adventure, every component is telling their own story. Every creation has no, it's not creation. Each part has its own history or way of coming up, and exactly that makes it so unique. Thus, the shapes the shapes are cut out of the raw material over hours, only lead with an eye and a hand. So there is no machine, no true machine involved. It is all hand controlled and checked by the eye. So that is what it says here.
Wow.
And they're not exaggerating that.
But don't they again with LA Methwich has asked a question for Jonathan. What is the future of watches? Like, what direction market?
To be honest, I don't understand that question. So the first part I understand. What is the future of watches like that? I guess that's his question.
Yeah.
I think if other companies come up with a similar concept, it will find their takers. There is no watch too expensive for true horology and for true collectors of those kind of items.
Oh, there is another person though, isn't there, Jonathan? I appreciate true collectors and people into horology, but you get that third person, don't you? Like the whipper and stuff, the person that wants to be seen with the valuable and want to tell everybody it's $1 million watch. You get that person who's buying this sort of thing, don't you?
No, not at all. He'd rather get a Jacob & Co. or a Richard Mille.
Oh. So this is better than a Jacob & Co., is it? Better than the one that play, but that one that plays the organ does more than this thing does.
Absolutely,
Yeah,
totally. Yes,
it
looks like a snow globe.
But the way
look at Floyd Mayweather with the $1 million, the Jacob & Co. $1 million, you know, flexing it at the Super Bowl. Like, I mean, to me, I wouldn't walk around with that on my wrist. I'd walk around with something like that. Like,
look, Jacob & Co. make some crazy complications, but with a good engineer, with a good machine park, you can produce virtually anything that you want. And Jacob & Co. shows that. I have my concerns if those complications are really durable. how those watches work when they've been worn for a year and those complications have been used. So I'd rather go into traditional watchmaking, just like this Greube Fosset. It doesn't give you the kudos, but it gives you the satisfaction if you're really interested in high horology.
I don't know, I think I'm more into practical things that don't cost much to maintain.
The question was about grails.
Yeah, but it's still
okay.
But
yes,
my
you're
grail,
right.
my grail,
We
my grail
forgot
was
the question. It took that long.
Yeah,
We
my
forgot
grail was the
original
Pepsi.
question.
My grail was the Pepsi, which I've got now, but that ticks all of those boxes because it's easy to fix. It doesn't.
You
break
can't even
that often.
set the bloody thing. You have to call me to set this up.
Look, it stopped and I've forgotten again.
Oh, Jonathan, that's a bit below the belt.
No, it's true. It's true.
I know.
What do you think? Stop.
You're not meant to tell the
world.
So Dodger, you got to pay now. You got to pay here again now
Another
to
bloody
teach you how to
$10.
set it again.
I've already paid money today. Bloody
Yeah,
hell. Look, it stopped. Jonathan, it stopped.
So how much are you going to pay for this, or will that be a free thing?
Get lost.
Thing?
I'm not paying again.
Dodger, we got a super chat from Barry.
Hang on, Barry, show Barry.
Barry's a member again, £5. What would you say is the lowest entry into a decent watch? That's an interesting one.
Tissot, I'd say the Tissot.
I don't know. I mean, what do you call a decent watch? That's
PRX.
Can I show you what I'm wearing?
Sorry.
Can I show you what I'm wearing?
Yeah.
Sure.
Hopefully it's clothing.
You got your clothes on, I hope.
Not a top.
I'm kidding around. I hope we're talking watches.
Yeah, we're talking watches.
Yeah, okay.
Let's see. This is my everyday banger. It's the
Jesus Christ. Let's see the watch.
Oh yeah,
Sumo.
Nice tattoo.
Sumo.
Is that Omega, Sima?
Sumo.
Yeah.
Seiko Sumo.
Yeah.
Sumo.
Jen.
Okay. Yeah.
You can't go wrong with that. You can't go wrong with that, or a Casio Mudmaster, I reckon. I've got one of them.
Yeah, just because you're not showering, you're a fan of the Mudmaster.
70 hours.
Yeah. Well, I'm a fan when I'm chopping wood because the axe comes to a dead stop.
The lowest entry into a decent watch. First, you've got to discover what a decent watch is. That wouldn't be it.
No.
That would not be it. I've seen this. This is
Mrs. Dodger's
amazing.
watch.
I remember you showed this video. It's an incredible video. But that would not be what I would call a decent watch by any stretch. It's amazing. Absolutely fucking amazing.
And that is the last sign of life from Swiss.
Okay, yeah. Your friend Swiss.
Higgy,
after that video, he's gone missing. Yeah.
Have we answered Barry's question now?
Well, we're trying to. We're trying to, and then suddenly you brought up the flower watch, which is absolutely.
Higgy, can I ask you a question?
We saw this the other week.
Mr. TW, you wanted to ask a question?
Yes, sir. Do you think after the the quartz revolution, the number of the amount of Swiss watch companies that were around back then? I mean, we're talking like maybe late 60s, early 70s. You know, the Japanese quartz revolution. What do you think about some of the? Because I've got a couple of vintage pieces from the 60s. What do you think of the watchmakers, the Swiss watchmakers who were around then? There were a lot. There were hundreds that were just totally decimated by the quartz revolution.
Yeah. So yes, you're saying it correctly. You know, back then it was a different time, because everybody thought any technological progress was a good thing. Those were the times when you went into a shoe store, and when you wanted to check if your shoes would fit, they had a little X-ray machine, and you could see the skeleton of your foot on the monitor. Have you heard about that? In normal shoe stores, there were X-ray machines.
That's a new one for me.
So yeah, but those were the times. So nobody was really critical against any technological advancement. Any step further was a good thing, and the watchmakers were competing over centuries of achieving higher accuracy, more precise watches. And then came the quartz watch, which was a game changer in terms of accuracy, which we all know. A quartz watch is more accurate than the best Patek Philippe or Rolex or whatever you take.
That's right.
So it was a rat race to precision, and the Swiss fell into that trap, not realizing that this kind of technology could be easily how do you say,
Jonathan,
scaled.
I don't want to interrupt too much, but I think we've just deviated from the super chat. We've actually been asked a question, which is a valid question.
Yes.
Which I think we should address. He paid money for it. The lowest entry into a decent watch. So in terms of dollars or pounds, let's sort say US dollars.
Okay, may I reply to that question very short? I think a decent watch I agree with Dodger. It's or with you. It's a PRX Tissot, beautiful watch. The problem with this particular watch is it contains plastic parts, which I don't like. In my opinion,
yeah, but some say it doesn't wear that much.
Say it again?
I don't know. Well, but somebody said that although it contains those plastic parts, that they're not a big factor in terms of wear. But you know how true that is, I don't know.
Yeah, but that always turns me off from a movement when it contains plastic parts. I'm a big fan of plastic. Plastic, love you, but plastic parts in a movement, not.
That's a sign.
Saad's made a comment at Barry. I think decent watch starts from Rolex, to be honest, but it depends on your budget. I would say, you know, I think the Tudor, to be honest. That would be my thing. Something like we were talking today, or they were talking about on the show this morning. You can pick up a nice Tudor for, what the hell was it? The Black Bay 58, I think it was, at Luxuria for, you know, less than $5,000 Australian. So yeah, that's kind of. I think I'm going to go with, you know, away from your Tissots and go up a little bit. So it's got to hurt. It's tried to set it.
The Tudor factory is completely separate now from Rolex. They've got a separate factory.
But it's still, you know, they sort of say, you know.
I had a Tudor.
If you can't afford a Rolex, you buy a Tudor. There's still good quality.
It's a poor man's Rolex. It's a poor man's Rolex. But I had it.
What I'm trying to say is it's a good quality watch, which is going to look nice on your wrist. You don't think?
Sure, but I no, because I bought one. I paid full whack. Anyway, I paid boutique price.
That's my $2 worth. That's all. Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt from Jonathan what he was saying, but I just wanted.
What is this £300?
But that's a quartz watch, isn't it? My Polish is a little.
I don't know. I don't know.
They do I think that's mechanical. The Tissot, the PRX. I think it's a mechanical.
Yeah, they have a mechanical, but I think they also have a quartz watch.
This might look similar. Don't be. Yes, you're right.
That's
way
too much.
It's similar, less square.
That's way too much money for a Tissot. That's just way too much. That's just.
There you go. Mr. Zozo is in the house now. Mr. Zozo is very knowledgeable, and it would be awesome if you drop the link. Maybe Mr. Zozo can talk to Jonathan, because Jonathan's super knowledgeable on the watches, and as is Mr. Zozo. He says pre-owned Omega Seamaster GMT 50th anniversary under $3K US.
My main choice, right, would be the Seiko Alpinist with the green dial. Wow. That for about, I don't know, 700 quid is for me a lovely watch.
Yep.
What we got there, Mr. TW? Hang on, I'll try and bring
it's a Cyma. It's a Cyma on an oyster on a Flexo fish.
Just pull it away from the camera a little. It's getting a bit of reflection, or maybe too much. Yeah, just got a bit of light reflection there.
That's a 1960s Cyma, isn't it?
It's the old.
Not sure, Higgy. Not sure.
How many millimeters is that?
Can you take it off your wrist and hold it up to the camera?
Yeah, sure.
I think Mr. TW's internet connection is not good enough.
Yeah, it might be that as well.
It's struggling, yeah.
Welcome to Australia.
Another super chat from Barry.
Hang on. Oh, I'm in the wrong place. And my internet's slow.
I love the dial on it.
Damn, hang on.
So, super chat by Barry. What is wrong with you guys? Yeah.
Barry, £2. The quartz watches. How about the Grand Seiko?
Too much money.
I just don't like the word Seiko. Grand Seiko.
I just find myself.
It just doesn't sound right.
Particularly when it's written Grand Seiko.
What's wrong with Seiko?
I've got a larder, so I'm going to buy a grand larder. You know what I mean? It just doesn't sound right. If they had a different name, if they'd done like Toyota had done and brought out a Lexus and said, we have a Lexus, not a grand fucking Toyota. You know what I mean?
Well, they've got Credo. They've got Credo.
Yeah, but Credo is an odd thing because you can buy a Credo for $1,000 and you can buy a Credo for $600,000. So
that's right.
They failed into properly positioning Credo above a Grand Seiko. You can get a Grand Seiko for $80,000 and a Grand Seiko for like $4,000. So the proper differentiation didn't happen, and that is one of the criticisms that I have against Seiko. I will take a totally different position to Sirocco. Seiko is a very old traditional watch manufacturer. They can do everything in-house that they want, and yes. they are proud of their brand name. So yes. I don't see anything wrong with the name Grand Seiko, but I understand.
Don't get me wrong. I've got nothing against Seiko, but I just think if you're going to do an upper market branding, it just doesn't sound right.
But Sirocco, I had this discussion with Tanzil, who said, those Phoenix brands, they're buying brand names that didn't exist, or they are inventing new names and they don't have a history. So why should a company like Seiko drop the Seiko name with that massive tradition that they have?
No, I get what you're saying, and look, there's two sides. It just, for me, it just doesn't sound correct. I just think it's just nah.
Yeah. Nah. Look, Sirocco, this is all an exchange of opinion, and yes, I'm defending that a little bit. There is no right or wrong. I know that the biggest obstacle buying a Grand Seiko is the name Seiko. I know that, and I can't change people's emotions. I can only try to make a discussion and give some counterpoint, and then everybody decides for himself.
And that's why we're an open forum where everyone has, we're a free world. We can all have different opinions, and that's the beauty of living. We should.
I don't want
be
to
allowed
tarnish.
To have.
I don't want to tarnish our friendship over Grand Seiko.
Oh my God, that's not going to happen, Jonathan. That's not going to happen. You know, I think we outgrew the Rio de J.
What about the?
we lived through the Rio de J. I think we can, get past Grand Seiko.
What about when they discontinued the SKX? They discontinued the SKX, and now for a new SKX, the prices have doubled. That was the watch Robert Redford wore on the movie. The SKX, just a standard 7S26 movement, no winding, whatever, just winding off the movement of your wrist.
The SKX 007 was a classic.
Yeah, a classic, a utilitarian classic.
Yep. It was a classless watch, just like the Volkswagen Beetle. Because even very high profile collectors wore those SKX 007. In my opinion, big mistake dropping that icon.
Of course, and what they did with the replacement with those, what they did with the replacement with those Seiko 5s was just total an abomination as far as I'm concerned. Why they did that, I don't know. I don't understand that.
I agree with you. Yes. No matter what, Seiko still offers incredible watches below $500, but they're not offering an SKX 007 anymore. That is the big problem. But I really like the new Seiko 5 GMT. In my opinion, an incredible watch. I like the monsters very much. So they still offer incredible value for money.
One of the best cars I ever had was the Volkswagen Beetle. Beautiful car. Yeah. I loved it.
Yeah, but you're living in Australia. We're living here in cold Europe. Did you ever try to get a Volkswagen Beetle warm in the winter? You wouldn't talk that way if you would be living here in Europe.
The car I've always wanted is a Volkswagen Beetle derivative, and it's where they've taken the whole body off and put a fiberglass shell on, and it's the old beach buggy.
Oh, that was wonderful, isn't it?
I've wanted one all my life.
Sirocco, I just fulfilled one of my childhood dreams, and my wife says that I'm ridiculous, or maybe I'm now having my second or third midlife crisis. You know what? I went to skiing vacation. Actually, I was invited at a Porsche event that took part on a frozen airfield, which is called the Ice Race, but that has been cancelled. But I was worried if I'm standing on an ice field for 2 days, for 8 hours per day, I would get cold feet. So, do you guys remember what moon boots are?
Yes, I do.
I always wanted moon boots, but my parents told me you're going to get sweaty feet and they're too expensive. You don't need them. So I never got them. This year, I bought my first pair of moon boots. Now the ice race has been cancelled, so I thought I'm taking my moon boots to the skiing vacation to Italy, but we didn't have enough space in the car. So the moon boots stayed at home. I didn't see anyone wearing a pair of moon boots, with one exception. There is one city in the Italian Alps, Cortina d'Ampezzo, beautiful place. And that is the place where the women still wear true fur. And you won't believe the amount of moon boots that I saw there, on women and men. Wow. And on everybody who passed me with moon boots, I was telling my wife I should have taken my moon boots with me. But now I'm going back. The moon boots is a similar thing, just like the Volkswagen beach buggy, in my opinion. Always wanted one, never had one.
Yeah, the only thing that stopped me, because you can still buy them here. They actually build them on the Gold Coast.
Really?
Yeah. They're pretty
do.
hard to
Yep.
get. Barry, $2 super chat. Dodger, you gotta bring it up. I can't bring it up. Dodger, call me Dodger. Earth to Dodger.
I think Dodgy went out for Lou.
Okay, I'll just read it while it's still on the screen, and then Dodger can bring it up shortly. Barry, £2. I would say Tag Heuer are trash watches. What do you think? Go. That's an interesting question. Tag Heuer are trash watches. What do you reckon, Jonathan?
I like the Carrera.
I think
the Carrera one.
I think if you're looking at the past, Tag Heuer had their problems with dodgy marketing, with dodgy telling the truth about their movement. The quality was not good. From what I can see in the last couple of years, their quality has gone better, and the watches have gone better. So I think presently and hopefully for the future that doesn't apply anymore, that they are trash watches. But in the 1980s, 1990s, they had some awful quality and some awful designs. But they're basically Breitlings for half the price.
Yep.
And
Mr. Zozo says on the subject of Breitling, tons of Breitling watches at or around or even under $2,000 US. We've got to remember this, a good value and entry level.
I agree.
If we're talking about Grail watches, can I? Looking at what I should have bought, but I didn't, and that was the IWC Portofino.
The chronograph or the normal one?
The chronograph, or the normal, the chronograph or the normal, or the big pilot, 43.
Oh yeah, there you have it. Have me the Portofino chronograph. I never liked because it had the 7750 movement, but the pilot 43 is gorgeous.
Right. LA Mesh with Sirocco. What was your first watch? That's a long time ago. I really don't know. I think it's probably a Timex. I do remember, because I have it now. My father bought a Rolex back in 1966. It was the perpetual solid gold on a strap, and I have a photograph of me actually wearing the watch, and I would have been 7. And I've got a photograph, obviously, of Dad wearing it as well. And I own that watch to this day. But yeah, that's my deepest memory of a watch. I had a lot of watches given to me from my father when I was a kid growing up, because my dad really, he was really into watches, but he only ever bought one Rolex. Barry's got another super chat.
Yeah, before one second before we read that, I would like to catch up with Timex. I remember when I was a kid, there was a TV ad from Timex that people in my age remember. There was a James Bond type guy who crashed through a glass window and then dropped into a pond, and it said Timex shock resistant and water resistant. And that was a big thing, and I will never forget that TV ad.
In my day, it was Ticka Timex.
Oh, he's back. Dodger, we've got a couple of super chats from Barry. I've got
this one. Yeah, I had to go and find a pickaxe for the guy who's digging holes. Sorry.
Yeah, no worries. Can we just bring up the one before that?
The one before, sorry.
I would say about Tag Heuer, trash watches. What do you think?
Sorry about that, Barry. I had to find a pickaxe.
No, that's all right. We've been talking about it a little bit. He deserves it to be brought up, and I think Jonathan has sort of said a bit about it. I don't know what your thoughts are.
My thoughts, Barry, because Mrs. Dodge bought one in. She bought one of these with I've forgotten the name of the bracelet. Have you got it there, Mrs. Dodge? Your tag. Anyway, it's still going from 1990, so it's lasted. It works. But as I said, the gold plating off the links, because it's, you know, it's two-tone, it's all worn off. But it still runs.
Yeah.
More accurate than Rolex. Quartz core.
And Barry's latest one, which is Omega, do you think the coaxial is a gimmick?
Well, that's a question for...
This is
Jonathan.
out of my pay grade.
Why am I getting all those
coax-
difficult questions?
Because you know about, you know what coaxial.
You know what you're talking about.
The coaxial was invented by Higgy might
George
be able
Daniels.
to help me here.
George Daniels.
Yes. Coaxial.
And is it a gimmick or is it?
I don't think it's a gimmick because they've been around a while.
Well, look, I was tempted to pull the trigger on a Planet Ocean.
Bamboo for U1 coaxial is not a gimmick. Period.
Yeah, I would say I would say it's not a gimmick.
I got some bad feedback from some about their after sales service and the servicing and stuff like that. It's something that you know, if you send it back to Omega for servicing or whatever, the coaxial movement. What we're talking about double barrel movement, aren't we? The coaxial.
No, it's not double barrel. Coaxial is the escapement.
The escapement, yeah.
Yeah, I think my my double eagle Omega Constellation is a coaxial, and it's had problems. There's also problems with that particular movement with the with some of the bearings. I don't know.
They had terrible toothing issues when it was new. Yeah.
The original double eagle wasn't a coaxial, was it though, Dodger?
I thought. I wouldn't know about the original. I think
the original was not coaxial.
My uncle had a Constellation from the 70s. Nice watch.
Yeah, the one I've got is 2008 on a rubber strap.
So to reply to Barry, in my opinion, is not only a gimmick. It has a functional advantage, but the advantage is not as big as you would assume. It is a nice thing to have an invention by the great George Daniels in a watch. The problem with coaxial is that not every normal watchmaker can service them, so it limits your possibilities of getting the watch serviced properly. That is, in my opinion, one of the disadvantages. Other than that, Omega made that double jump. First of all, outfitting ETA movements with a coaxial to lift them to a higher level, and then implement the coaxial with their higher end movements. So there is a slight advantage. It's not as big as their advertisement is implying.
Jonathan, we've got a question in the chat directed straight at you.
Oh, okay.
From LA Meth, who is a big donator and a long time supporter. How do moon phase watches work, Jonathan?
How do they work?
How much time have we got?
It is basically a little bit like a date function, but it only has 29.1. I don't know how much cycles per month. So it's basically a disc that rotates it rotates once every 2 months, and it's covered by those hills or boobs or whatever, it covers the moon, and it shows which phase the moon currently is from new moon until full moon. You can see everything, but basically it's a disc that has teeth around, and it's driven by a little gear, just like the date disc in a normal watch.
How easy are those to set?
It is relatively easy. So I'm using an app on my iPad. There is an app from the iPad, and the first thing, usually the moon phase is set with a little pin, with a little tool. So what you do at first is you set the moon phase to full moon or to new moon, and then you go on the app, or you go on Hodinkee. It shows the cycle, or you Google it up, moon phase, and usually you know how many days after full moon or how many days after new moon it is today.
Yep.
Just let me check. I don't have my iPad with me.
I just want to say hello to Sard. Sard, hello.
Hello, Dodger. Hello, Sirocco,
Sard.
Roland,
Hello,
Higgins.
Sard.
How are you
Hello,
guys?
sir.
Okay, I just
Higgins,
wanted to check it was you, mate.
Yeah, I just wanted to add one thing. Whenever somebody asks you what's the entry level, I mean, good watch in lower price range. So instead of going for Tissot or any other brand, which is not a prestigious brand, and you lose value after you're buying that watch. So why don't one go for a cheapest date, just like a 1601 or 16013, or
Yeah,
if you
I
have
agree.
limited amount, you can just get a head of a 1601 or similar models, and put a nice strap on it, and it will cost you around 2,500 pounds, if not less. So is that a bad idea?
That's exactly right. I'd suggest to have
I
a
think
16
it's spot
one for
on.
it.
I was actually going to say that it really, an entry level it's kind of, that's how long's a piece of string. I think it all depends on your budget
and on your preferences. To many people, Tudor is not a proper watch because everybody wants a Rolex, and some people see Tudor as a compromise, but some people don't see it that way, and that's totally fine.
Of course, otherwise they wouldn't be in business. They wouldn't have a Tudor
totally,
watch, because a lot of people are buying them. But you can go for Breitlings, and and Mrs. Ozo was saying in the chat before, you mentioned Breitlings, and it's a brand which we didn't even mention.
Yeah. May I just come back with the moon phase, because I've checked
Yes, please.
here
Please
on the internet. So how do you set the moon phase? So I checked back 21st of January, it was new moon, so there was no moon at all. So today is the 30th, so 9 days after new moon. So what you do with your moon phase is you set it to new moon, and then you just click 9 times, and then you have the current moon phase. That's how you set them.
So it's actually quite simple, really. Just got to know when it was.
If you have a proper moon phase calendar, it's a piece of toast. No problem.
Yes. That's interesting. Yeah, okay. Would they not have to make 2 for the North and South Hemisphere? I guess he's talking. No, there's no difference. That's what Barry's asked. Would they not have to make 2 for the North and Southern Hemispheres? But the moon cycle is the same.
I think the moon cycle is the same. It just looks upside down, which is not really. Yeah, it's not really relevant, because it doesn't show how tweaked the moon is. It just shows how much
the
of
moon,
the shadow.
The moon is there or it isn't. Whether you're north or south. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and the shadow of the Earth is partly covering the light that is going on the moon. That is how it works.
There we go. Barry again, £2. He's keeping us alive now. Stud Muffin's gone. Entry level, £8,000.
That's
fair
good.
entry level.
Yeah,
is that a statement or is that a question?
I guess that's he's where he's saying his entry level would be, and at £8,000, wow, that's God. I don't know what I know. I bought my sub date for £8,000 back in 20.
Can you get an Explorer for that? Can you get an Explorer?
Almost,
I
I
would
think,
imagine
yeah,
so.
the 36 or the, I think 39 millimeter, if I'm not wrong. But for 8,000 grand, you get to have a lot of options.
Yeah.
Can't you get a day date on a leather strap for 8,000?
I think so, yes.
Now,
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, maybe.
Now, we've got that super chat in. Can I ask General Sards here and Higgy's here? I'm just wondering if I
I'm
could
just
ask a
going.
question.
I'm just going to say something. Sorry, Mr. TW. Back onto because Barry's he's been very supportive and he's put quite a bit of money towards us. We seem to fixate on Rolex. You know, for £8,000, you're going to get a mega. There's everything. There's so many different brands and watches you could get. I mean, what's the seed
You
leather?
can get a Zenith Chronomaster, which is a fantastic watch with a split seconds.
Yeah.
The Zenith Chronomaster.
That's exactly what my question.
You know, we're fixating on Rolex again, which is what we always need to do. LA Meth, which has also just chipped in another $1.
Reverso.
LA Meth.
Sorry.
We've got the top guns here. Where do they think the watch market's going at the moment? Where are we? Is it still going? I mean, I'm talking across the board, not just Rolex. What across the board? You know, you £8,000, £8,000 pounds. What you know?
I think if you got £8,000, I
know,
would wait 6 months, and I think you'll find the grey market prices are going to drop right down.
And I think the prices are still going to go down. The prices are going
to fall, and I think that £8,000 is going to buy you an awful lot of watches in 6 months. LA Meth, $1 Australian Superjet. Thank you so much, LA Meth.
Mr. TW, you've been interrupted. I didn't get your.
Sorry, Mr. TW. I just had to say something.
No, I was just a quick question on the market itself, in regards to not only Rolex but you know, I mean, high-end pieces. What you're looking forward? What's their opinion on what's going to happen? Do you think we're still in a downward spiral, or is things going down, or are things going to remain the same, or?
I think
the
spiral is
if I might chip in, as long as Rolex ADs, you can't go and buy a fucking Rolex watch. Just so using Rolex as a base point. Yes, the grey market is going to drop a little. I don't think it's going to drop back to what it was, say, 4 years ago. You're still going to be paying above retail, I think, for a Rolex. Other brands, who knows?
I think it's going down, but it's not going to be going down as fast as it has been spiraling down. I think the hot pieces are still going to remain hot, although they've come down. I mean, this Pepsi, which Mrs. Dodge got me, was what the height was, what, £23,000. Now she's got it at £16,000, but there, you know, you go on Chrono for 24 and then £18,000. So you know, I think the prices are going down still steadily.
Well, Dodgy, can you
availability?
Just going on to say a sub 1166110 LN. What are they fetching at the moment?
1166110. I've got one. 2000. I got the 2008 pre-ceramic. That's I bought that 3 years ago, 8.5, and it's only made £1,000. You know, it's £9.5 now.
Yeah, well, I paid. Mine's a 2018 1166110 LN, and I paid £8,000 for that in 2019, and it was 6 months old. I think they're up a bit. I mean, certainly over here, they're.
Oh, hang on, yeah, yours is a ceramic,
yeah, mine's ceramic, and
the ceramic's about 11. It goes for about £11,000 now.
Exactly, so it's £3,000 more than what I paid. I don't think it's going to drop back to those sort of levels. You know, and let's be fair. I mean, you know, the sub date is the most iconic, I believe, the most iconic Rolex what's around. Forget the Daytonas and everything else. That's the most okay. We're going back to the old argument. Iconic. What's iconic? I think it's the most well-known watch, whether you're a collector or not.
Answering Shamba Basher's question, the date just I've got is a two-tone, which is a 16013 plexiglass, which I bought in 1988. That's locked. I never wear that, so it's kind of locked away in a safe somewhere else. But yeah, all I'm wearing at the moment is my Seamaster 300M and the Pepsi. That's what I'm wearing at the moment. I have got others, but those are the two.
I'm going to have to jump off because my AirPods are about to die, and if I go onto my Mac bloody mic, it's going to be really, really noisy. So I'm down to like 5% apparently. So I don't know why that. I'm going to buy some new ones soon. Get some decent ones. So anyway, it's been great conversation. Enjoyed it.
I have to go as well because I'm still working on my taxes here. So I just wanted to hop on for a couple of minutes.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Good talking,
Okay.
Dodger.
Take care. Have fun. Have a good sleep.
Thank you, Captain Dodger. Mr. TW, Jonathan, always a pleasure. And Saad's gone already. But I was going to say good to Saad. Take it easy, guys.
Bye.
Okay. Bye-bye, guys.
Hello. I think Mr. TW went as well. Bye, Mr. TW.
I thought you're closing that. Are you going solo now, or what are you doing, Doc?
Oh, well, hang on. We're down to 62, so yeah, we're at a height of 90 with Archie, and we're down to 62. I don't like shutting things down when there's 60 odd people. Just so that people can have a chat in the chat, really. But I've got to get off. I've got this guy who's digging up in the snow. He's digging fence posts. Jesus, in the snow, in the ice. Anyway, yes, I'm going to have to take care of him. Otherwise, I would keep it going. Oh, hang on. I've got one last question. Maybe we could take from Barry. He's paid, right, Barry, £2. So he paid 7,700 for a 11661 LN ceramic 5 years ago. Okay.
So that is a Submariner
date,
the 40 millimeter.
Yeah. So that, wow. Yeah, good deal.
I think current price is £9,500 or something like that.
The ceramics are going. They're like 10 and 11. I think. Okay. I'd have to look. But you know, you can always look. You look at Chrono 24 prices. You can immediately take 1,000 in English. You can take £1,000 off straight away. If you go direct, then it will be £1,000 off. You know, if you go to the dealer direct.
If the seller is selling directly, yes. Just one word of warning for the people who are doing that on Chrono 24. Chrono 24 is blocking telephone numbers, so you can't tap in. And the trick with writing your telephone number down and sending the image doesn't work anymore. I received a warning for doing that, so be careful, guys.
Well, you can always see who the seller is, can't you? Just Google their phone number on the internet. That's all I do.
If you know their proper name, sometimes it works. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, you just Google their business, and you got all the details. Well,
yeah. If it's a professional dealer, then it works. Yes.
Right.
If you're dealing with
private. I don't think I'll be dealing with a private individual somehow on Chrono.
Okay, Dodger, I have to go.
Okay, do your taxes because I know they're difficult. Do you in Germany? Do you have to? I've got a mate who pays his taxes in Germany. Do you also have to pay for all the gardening in the city? You know, the city gardening fund and things like
that. Yes, that is part of the tax for my house. So I'm paying 4 times a year a kind of tax for my house, and for that they're cleaning the public road and pay the electricity for the public lighting, or what do?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, that's normal. No, I was just thinking you pay anything special for flowers and flower beds and things like that.
Really? Okay.
It apparently does as a business. Yeah.
No, that is usually included, and it's a mixed about the property tax, and also they get some funding from the tax they collect from the business. So it is not only the property tax that they're spending for decoration with flowers and stuff.
Okay. Well, there you go. A little bit about German taxis. Well, we can get to cover a few subjects here. Anyway, it's been a great great show.
Thank you very much for letting me on and not immediately banning me, just like yesterday.
No, well, it's that chili badge. He knows a troublemaker. Armed you out straight away.
An awful person, I must say.
He is that chili. You got to watch that chili,
Okay.
Bit of a dark.
Bye-bye, Doctor. Best regards to Mrs. Doctor.
Bye. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Okay. See you, chat. It's been good. Thanks for all the super chats, guys. Really, really is appreciated. I mean, I know Archie appreciates it, but I appreciate it that, if we've got a good panel on that, people are contributing, showing some value, some interest in us, and that really helps morale, I think, for us unpaid people. So, again, guys, thank you very, very much. I'll try and catch you all tomorrow. It's been a hoot. Take care and bye-bye.